What are you on about? Cave? What's this about a cave? Who's doing what in a cave? Just starting up the game. Give me a sec. Oh, I'm late because I didn't have any breakfast stuff and had to run down to go get some. Okay, that's working. And I heard a meow. That doesn't prove that it's working, but it should be working. This is probably a bit louder than we used to. Who are you, Claptrap? No. God, no. Say it ain't so. What? I did nothing. Okay, so everything that I see, everything the light touches is in fact what I see. Excellent. Cave. This is about a cave. Cave? What cave? Who said anything about a cave? An underground cafe. Well, I mean, to be fair, I live in a cave. Well, I mean, it's a worked cave. It's a heavily worked cave. It's a good cave. It's my cave. It's the Bat Cave. It's the Ty Cave. Hello, it me. There is no game. Why is there no game? Oh, helps if I actually turn that on. Like I said, I had to do a quick run and go get some supplies and stuff, and yeah, I had nothing to make breakfast. Hopefully flatmates will be going to get my eggs. I've got no eggs. I've got no eggs. I can't have my eggs on toast. Doom! Doom! Doom. Yes. We require eggs. Eggs are good protein. Eggs are very good protein. Good fats too. Eggs are just good. You kind of can't go wrong. You dare meow me? Shady Melodies? Holy crap. How you doing, Shady? It's been a while. Alright, so, hello, welcome, I am Tyroki. Glorious villain, I do what I want. Unless you're a chicken. I don't know, if they're down on protein, the entire animal kingdom will quite happily hit chicks. That's right, that's right. Even, I've seen videos of even horses picking up chicks. Literally, with their mouths, to munch crunch on them. If they're lacking in the protein department, they will go there. They need some nutrients, you know? They can't get it elsewhere. Oh boy. It sucks to be a little chicken. Ew. I don't know. I genuinely don't see what's so ew about it. I mean, it's literally the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom is a brutal and savage place. A very brutal and savage place. Right. Let me do a quick test to make sure this functions. I should have done it pre, but I kind of forgot. I kind of hit the word go before I even got around to testing it. So, Catling Gut, go! Okay, sound is going. I did this to myself! Ugh. Ugh. I did it to myself. Anywho, now what's this about an underground cafe? Because we have the cafeteria, we do have glorious things in my underground lair, for that is what it is. Now, if you all want to know what we're doing today, for the record, at the end of last stream, I actually did a couple of testers, going out to different places to see if that's the direction I want to go, and I went to Solaris 7 and tested out the Game World content, and that's the direction I want to go. After doing that, I then went and watched a variety of other BattleTech streamers, all of which went and did the Game World content. I was like, God damn it. Well, if that's where you go to make money, I am sick of being destitute. So, guess where we're going? That's right. That's right. We're leaving. No jet planes. We are on a leopard. Or whatnot. So we need money. We need money. We need money now. We need to get rid of things. These Atlas parts that we are not using are no longer cared about. We need some basic stuff. Hey, look, Jag content. Goodbye, Jag content. I'm sure we'll find you later. We've got catapult pieces. Well, catapults are nice and all. Oh, wait, that one can do arrow. Ooh. No, we keep it. Warhammer can go there. Duels are very good money-wise. So I saw. And you know what? I want a piece of that pie. Also, the excavator. Didn't realize it was a medium mech, and it's worse than I thought it was. You want to know how much worse? Let me make it. Yeah, we know. Thank you. All right, here is the excavator. Now, you want to know what sucks about the excavator? Pretty much everything. It has heavy plating armor. That's nice. We'll take that. Thank you. But please note that the mass majority of this thing cannot be changed. I don't mind if the backhoe and the digger claw can't be changed. That's not a problem. The problem is when we do this. Yeah, we're stuck. Or this. Yeah, we're stuck. Or take this off just to make sure there's room. Oh, look, we can't put anything on. We're stuck with a standard engine, meaning we can't really do all the things I'd like to do with it. Unfortunately, that means I am now taking the one thing that I care about off, and the rest doesn't matter. So long, and thanks for all the fish. It's converted industrial mech. Yeah, well, I mean, look, it's inner sphere. We should be able to convert it more. Come on. But, yeah. So that's a mill. Goodbye. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Too bad that it should come to this. We tried to warn you all, but oh dear. Anyway. Right. So we're keeping the various pieces of Irby. What's this? Wait, what's this one? This is the coil Irby. Heck. Oh, ooh, it comes with an XXL. No, I'll keep that, thanks. Ow! Thank you, Shady. So, Shady, how have you been? It's been a while. What have you been up to? I've been doing a lot of D&D and some World of Darkness. Because World of Darkness is glorious. In fact, I'm doing World of Darkness with Nigel Bailey and Tecto over there, as well as Zed Thinker and Wolfie. Wolf Anabite, who is our DM. Glorious storyteller. And we're having a blast. I don't know about the others, but I'm having a blast. We're doing shenanigans. I mean, don't get me wrong. Nigel's been primarily following all of his story beats. Everybody else has been following some degree of story, but Nigel's been the one kind of pushing the story at the moment. And then you have my character, who's out here literally rizzing up his handler because, well, not only is she pretty, but she's also, you know, incredible. Mans has not ever he's never had a date, so it's awkward territory for him. Then it turned out it was actually awkward territory for her because she's in the same boat. So it's like, oh, that's cute. That's adorable. Tabletop, am I right? Meanwhile, my character has been, he's kind of finished with all the digging. He's managed to fortify his node room, and now he gets to meet with the head of an order. That's right, the pompous asshole who's the head of the Hamitic order. Yep. So his handler is, she's going with, mostly because she doesn't want to allow this pompous jackass to bully him, but on the other hand, we are kind of working on allied territory as they've decided to hold the meeting at my house. Why? Because they want to see the node. Because apparently it's attached to his node, which just, well, shit. That's a thing. And they're not allowed to tell me about the node without, none of the others are allowed to tell me about the node without. I did nothing. What? I'm telling a story. What the frick? Attach this. Wow. Even threw in a one-liner. Well, thanks, Arnie. Attach this. So yeah, the hermetics that I was talking to, they couldn't actually give me much, any details. Apparently that's under lock and key and requires permission to actually talk about. So that was a thing. You play in 4 different RPs on a single day. Madness. Your DM's own homebrew, Curse of Strahd. What? So you have your... So hold up. You have 4 different RPs that alternate between 2 RPs? Am I getting that correct? And you have your homebrew campaign, which is the DM's, Curse of Strahd, and you're alternating between the 2 of them throughout the whole day. Dude, the hell. Who even has time for doing that much role-playing in a single day? I mean, me once upon a time, but streaming and gym and a variety of other things keep me busy now. You're a barbarian lycanthrope variant human named Nora Caraway, and on the Curse of Strahd one, you're a hexblade warlock named Raven Blackwell. Friday and weekends, not one day. Oh, see, you said you have D&D Fridays. You play 4 different RPs on Fridays. Oh, gods. Well, you've shown me yours. Let me show you mine. Let me just roll up Roll20. Well, let's get on the go, however, because we do need to get moving. I'm not going to bother doing anything more here. So, to Solaris 7 we go. And for an easy way to find that, we can go Solaris 7. There it is. Well, who'd have thought? It's right over there. Although, if you actually do this and go Game World... what? Sorry, I guess I screwed that up. Game World. So we have a game world here, we have a game world there, we have a game world way over here, which actually isn't too bad because that one's over in very allied territory. After stream, I did hit the button that I should have. Phrasing? What phrasing? I don't know what I said. We've got a game world over there, we've got a game world over here, game world over here, game world over there, and a game world over here, and one final one way up north where we are not going. However, once we run out of stuff to do on one, we can just bounce over to the other one, and then bounce on back, and then bounce on forward, and bounce on back, and yeah. So... this could be what we can do for a little bit. They're quick, they're dirty, they're not necessarily easy. It really depends what we take and what we end up against. It could go really, really badly. It can go horribly badly. But this be how it do. So, let's begin the travels. Also, your, let me back up for a moment. 2 D&D campaigns on Fridays and RPs on Saturdays and Sundays. Ah, I see. Phrasing. My Hexblade Warlock is a half-elf who is a failed merchant who got kicked out of Barovia for selling zombie leather clothes. Damn! Nigel, do you have something to say about this? Zombie leather clothes. Gods. Damn, Shady. That's some next level savagery right there. Alright, course is plotted. Let me go have a look at the West Marches. Alright, so the West Marches of Wonga Vegas. Right. We have my first character in the campaign was a return of an old character of mine from a previous West Marches, who died in one of the most horrible ways you possibly can in D&D. Yes, sure, you can be disintegrated, you could be eaten, you could be all sorts of things. Nay, she was killed holding off a quite literal swarm of illithids, allowing her allies to escape, and held them off for so long that 2 more rounds and reinforcements would have actually shown up. Unfortunately, the illithids finally managed to get through her armor and into her brain case. Recognizing how intelligent she was, they added her to the collection. She got added to the think tank. So that is a horrifying way to go. In my eyes, that is probably a worse way to go than many ways to go in D&D, and there's a lot of contenders. But getting your brain nommed on and then frickin' spat out into a jar and told, hey, cool, you work for us now and there's no escape. Hey! Not nice. But Shauna is a Kibbles Tasty inventor. She is a warsmith. She is a small, deep gnome, a Swift Neblin, who rides around in a suit of full plate that functions effectively like a mech. That's right, I have a mech in frickin' D&D. Come at me. I'll have mechs wherever I please. Ooh, I got it. Hang on. It's gonna sound awkward otherwise. I love when you get it, when you finally manage to hack something up. Oof, so good. It's not all of it, but we're getting there. So, that's Shauna. Shauna is good times. Basically, all it does is it fires force blasts, and it does shocking grasps. She does have a magic item from the that we created by putting monster parts together, and that allows her to activate her lightning channel ability, which is casts a spell called Lightning Charged, which allows you to put all your a bunch of charges. I think it's 1 charge per thing that happens. But it lets you put an extra 1d6 lightning into everything you do. But it also gives you the ability, because lightning channel, it's a very good upgrade for the mech. It allows you to add that lightning to your force blasts. And so I got that extra damage on the force blast. I got it on shocking grasps. I got it if somebody decides to frickin' smack me upside my head. Like, nobody's escaping this. I only get 6 charges, but I get to do that twice for free without spending spell slots. So yeah! Then we have Jimmy. Jimmy is effectively a Pokemon trainer. He is a third-party class known as a tamer. He has 2 critters. One is a twin-tailed fox, a ebony. So it's known as a silver-tailed fox. They're basically an ebony colored fox with silver tips on their tails. And those tips are quite literally sharp. Plus, it can pump poison through them. And that's needles. Then you have Spot, who is literally a little spot. Like, it's a little shadowy thing. A little shadowy fey creature with legs and arms that's, its entire thing is running around scaring people and doing damage that way through psychic damage. Jimmy himself, he can actually fight to some degree. He uses shocking grasp. He viciously mocks people to death. He's not as tanky as I would have liked, but he does have access to the shield spell. And he is our resident creature person. He has high, he was. He has high animal handling. He has very good persuasion and a variety of skills, including medicine. One would kind of need that when you're, surviving. So, yeah. Our third character is actually being reworked. He's a warlord named Mun Meiran. He is he's a drow half elf, And his entire stick is literally taking his attack action and telling people to just have extra attacks. Right now, that's kind of all it is. He's based on the Kibble's Tasty Warlord. I'm being allowed to well, I need to have discussions and show that it's not going to be over the top. But I am being allowed to move to the Laser Llama version of the Warlord, which has more options for non-marshaled classes, because right now I only really affect marshals, and basically having to ask, are there attack based characters in any given one shot that we're doing for the West Marches? It kind of sucks, especially because the most recent campaign probably would have done quite nicely with him, and everybody was some form of magic user. So that was a thing. That was an unfortunate thing. He's going to be reworked into something that now can give a variety of orders, including, dodge! Now I can tell people they need to learn how to dodge. Used to be in a campaign where we had a pet baby Tarask. Oh, that'd be adorable. Until it grows up, then it's a problem. And the final character is Kyrus. Kyrus is a kobold. He is a kobold shifter. So the class is a third-party class from Laser Llama called Shifter. It's not as well balanced as I was hoping, honestly. Definitely needs a variety of updates. It is as I'm currently using it, it's okay. It's fine. It'll be fine. But there's definitely some waves in the group, as most people only know the basic classes, and I'm throwing a lot of third party at people. Third party was allowed. I probably could have discussed more about this one, however. But Kyrus is a kobold who believes that he is a cat. He believed so strongly that he is a cat that he became a cat. So Kyrus actually lives his life as a little black cat. That's right, he's a void. Little black house cat. That's right. That's right. He's playing a void. And this little void, so the way that the shifter works is, unlike the druid, you have no spells. You can turn into creatures as much as you damn well please on a bonus action. However, the balancing factor is your health. You have your health. You do not have extra health. You're not running on a creature bubble. There's no bubble of temporary hit points that you can hide behind. So he's running around with 50 health and 17 AC because of an ability that works in wild shape. He, as a cat, he moves faster thanks to the mobile feat. I've built him very specifically in one direction. Like, everything he can do is okay, right? Medicine, nature, perception, stealth, survival, all are just 5. Because their stats are just 2 plus proficiency, we're level 5. As long as he's the little cat, his athletics is -1. His animal handling's like 10. Now, I can see the DMs collectively having some problems with how the animal handling is working, because it is quite literally your animal handling plus your entire shifter level. That is going to cause some waves. I have a feeling, and I would very much accept it when it comes, that being turned into expertise. I have no issue with that. Frankly, expertise makes sense. The guy originally did it because he wanted to try something different. The downside to trying something different in 5th edition is how easy it is to break things. I mean, for fuck's sake, Wizards of the Coast already breaks things with their own content. So what else is new there, really? But as has been said, so long as I don't keep making, as long as I don't throw any more crazy plans into the mix, people will get over it eventually, as one of the DMs didn't quite put that way, but I mean, that is how I took it. So I'll just, yeah. Anyway, Kyrus is a little black cat who can become a cheetah, and he can become a tiger. So he's a little black cat that becomes bigger cats. Please note that every one of those cats has an aspect of the void in there somewhere. So as a little black cat, he becomes a bigger cat that basically obtains yellowy orange, and then he can become a tiger, which is literally a little black cat, except now they're stripes. So, you know, it's... I thought this through. I actually took the time to think this through. I could have gone a panther, but I kind of decided the problem with panther is the tiger is just better at the job, whereas the cheetah has the ability to move at the speed of haha. So I kind of wanted to spread what it can do around the different cats. Now, he will be able to become other things, but his preference is to be cat. If you think about it, I'm sure you can guess the direction that basically is. Anyway, so yeah, he's a kobold that believes so strongly he's a cat that became a cat. And that is, in my eyes, hilarious. And it plays out pretty nicely. He got constricted by a glass gator while he was a cheetah, and went, oh hell no, became a tiger, and then basically started beating it at its own game. He didn't even get to grapple it. He grabbed it by the head, and that bite was enough to kill it. It was already pretty wounded, though, to be fair. That was the first hit he'd managed to get on it. Everybody else had pretty much pummeled the poor thing. You know what he was actually trying to do? The reason why he did no damage until that point was he was actually trying to animal handle it to get it to calm down so he could touch it and be able to become it. We don't get nice things sometimes. We don't get nice things, but I might come out of this with the ability to become a glass gator. We'll see. I do have to somehow manage to calm one down, and the DM has set animal handling at a base of 15 plus CR, so 16. And unfortunately, with my last attempt, I hit a 14. It was not enough. A shame. If I could have gotten it to calm down, you know, becoming it would have been hilarious, because glass gators are definitely some kind of weird creature horror. Fun times. Alright, I think that's enough rambling about the D and the Ds. Oh, except there's more rambling about the D and the Ds coming. So, Tank says a kobold who believes they're a cat, so a fox, basically. Because foxes are cat software installed on dog hardware. Wow. I mean, you're not wrong. Wiz Coast regularly breaks everything per new edition. Oh, they break everything. I blame Hasbro, but at this point, I'm not sure how much of it's Wizards of the Coast and how much of it's Hasbro. Hasbro is not exactly a bro. There's a reason why they're Hasbro. It's because they're, you know, it's like has been Hasbro. They're very much a has-been company, however. During the campaign, with the baby Tarask, I was playing American Oregon... American Oregon... Oregon? You mean Origin? American Origin sorcerer from Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, who was a Revenant Undead. Ooh. Fresh. Different. Fun. Also, Jimmy, I should note, is a human. So he doesn't actually get dark vision. He needs Spot to sit on his shoulder and supply the dark vision sense. He's actually, so long as he's looking through Spot's eyes, he's actually blind. He may as well just close his eyes, because all he sees. Very much a what else is new kind of situation. Gods, I hope it's connected. Can you guys hear me now? Kinda. There it goes. Okay, it wasn't back yet. The VOD is now gonna hear that twice. Anyway, the internet lost connection for a brief moment there. Sorry about that. I don't know why. It's not something I can fix, however. I am, however, going to have to go talk to the flatmates and be like, hey, look, it keeps doing this while I'm streaming. Can it not? Can we find a way to fix this? Anywho, so I did read out during the campaign, I was with the baby Tarask, I was playing American. I was trying to figure out if it was Oregon or Origin, you meant Origin. But either way, Revenant Undead, that's fun. Nice, good shit. I just get so bored of the basic classes. And the way subclasses are usually designed just doesn't really fit how I like, you know, the game anymore. So I prefer the base class just have the basics, like, you know, the bare basics of what all of it should do. And subclasses are not just fluff, they should be fluff and functionality. Third party tend to get this correct. Wizards of the Coast set it up in a way that was just bizarre because everything feels too similar, too samey. Like every ranger is basically the same with a couple of extra abilities. It's a little mind-numbing to me. Just why I like doing other things. Alright, shall we? Rioting breaks out on Solaris 7. Ah, crap, we're heading there. Solaris 7, Lyran Alliance. Tensions reached a boiling point as violence spilled into the streets of Solaris 7 last month. Oh, where's my music? I just realized we're completely musicless. We've had all these conversations, and it's just a dead background with what little music of the game we've got. Let me resolve that, shall I? Yes, I shall. And that. I've added a few extra things. Oh, wait, no, stop starting with that, please. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Terran 1, but there is so much on here. Please, you don't have to go right from the start. Let's say... let's just hit next. Go! Now, is that coming through? Yes, it is. Fantastic, phenomenal, beautiful, brilliant, and all those wonderful things. Bring myself down a tiny bit. Aha, there we are. No, I like 7 decibels. That'll do nicely. Game, so the music should not be particularly loud. In theory, it should be pretty far down there, actually. I probably could bring it down a little further, but, yeah, living on 35 should do the trick. Right! Okay. Do I have a way of turning this down for myself? I do, but then it turns it down for everybody else. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright. Bring it to there. That'll do nicely. Cool! It's such a simple thing. It's the map music for Ragnarok Battle Offline. Damn if it's not fun. And it is. It's fun. I like it. It's a fun game. Fun little bits of music. Right, anyway. What began as a grand championship match between Steiner favorite Michael Cersei and Davian star Victor Vandergriff turned into open warfare after a failure of the Solaris Stadium containment field allowed the two fighters to break through the stadium walls and into the streets. Fans and nationals on both sides quickly took to arms, dividing the city into Lyran and Fed Sons districts. Oh, fun! Only after the two champions met to finish their duel did the fighting within the city die down, though it has yet to subside completely. Well, that's a thing. Good job, you idiots. MRBC to reopen office on Galatea. New offices planned. Outreach. The Mercenary Review and Bonding Commission has announced the acquisition and reopening of the troubled Galatea Mercenary Hall following years of neglect. From a BT novel I read way back when. I see. The Galatea facility has long had a reputation as a haven for mercenary commands with a less than stellar MRBC rating, with rumors of illegal contracts and pirate contact becoming commonplace. What is MRBC again? That's the Mercenary Review and Bonding Commission. Ah, right, of course. In addition, the MRBC has revealed plans to open additional satellite offices on Solaris 7, Ark Royal, and North Wind in order to better facilitate contract arbitration, unit evaluation, and customer satisfaction. Please stay tuned for a word from our sponsor. That's hilarious. SLDF Raiders continue rampage. Luthien Draconis Combine. The mysterious attacks on Kuritan and Clan Ghost Bear worlds, though driven back, have escalated today with further attacks against more Kuritan worlds along the periphery. Sources within Clan Ghost Bear, however, have confirmed the nature of the attackers. The 331st Royal BattleTech Division, this is Freya's theme, by the way, Final Fantasy IX. The 331st Division left the Inner Sphere along with Kerensky during the Exodus, and was presumably absorbed into a clan in their homeworlds. However, they appear to have re-emerged as a distinct fighting force along the Kuritan borders. For unclear reasons, the Bears remain furious with the attacks, despite the attacks against their worlds having ceased. Clan Ghost Bear representatives are unwilling to discuss the matter, going so far as to threaten our reporters with violence if they persisted in their questioning. Scouts for the DCMS, DCMS being the Draconis Combine Mustard Soldiery, have identified the raiders' home base, however, a world named Ebon's End in the Corewood periphery. Already, House Curator as well as several clans are preparing to strike this hidden base. Solaris 7 Mercenary League has raided Solaris 7, and the 331st Royal BattleTech Division raids 8 star systems. Oh yeah, the Minnesota tribe. What? We, the fans, think this is the remnants of Clan Wolverine. Oh, okay. But this is like way earlier in actual timeline. Fair. Right, well, we are going to continue on our way. Pretty much everything has been finished. Financial report will hit before we get there. We won't have Swishy and Tank back for a while. I found some really good freaking remixes. God damn. I love that one. That was a good one. All right. All the work has been completed, and they had to stop what we were doing to tell me that. Now, I have some aniseed balls here for continuing with my throat, because it helped. Or at least I've found that it kind of does. Mm-hmm. Hmm? Oh, yeah. I know what this is. I haven't listened to this one as much. Take to battle! Hell yeah! How you doing, Swishy? It's good to see you, little sister. How's your stream? For those who don't know, little sister Swishy is a glorious monster deity, monster goddess, and a dear friend, and you know, my little sister. So go give her a watchy. Yesterday's one, I had to go to the gym, and then after the gym, I had to go get the gym work all massaged out, and then I had to go, yeah, well, mostly I had to get my neck massaged so that I can function properly. Let's give a shout out to Swishy. So yeah, how'd the rest of the stream go with crosscode? I've asked, so it's not a problem. I hope. We did great. Completed challenges and a huge boss. Hell yeah! Good shit. So yeah, check out Swishy. She plays fun things and lets the community decide what she's going to play. Kind of like I'm doing on a Friday now. Or at least what I did last week. I kind of want to keep that going. You recorded some ASMR too? On stream or off stream? Dr. Murad's voice calls out to you from across the hall. Off stream? Ayy. How'd it go? I'll have to check if it's uploaded. Over here, Commander. Sorry. Over here, Commander. Near the lockers. When you round the corner, you find her, Icky, and something that looks suspiciously like a moonshine still. Dr. Murad looks up at you, a slight frown on her face. This mech warrior has been was just explaining to me how he came to build a device to make, what was the term? Engine room rust gut? Icky looks chagrined but defends himself with, I was just trying to make some money. Maybe have a bit of fun. We're all going a little stir crazy. Ah. Move the still to the kitchen. Ah, no! But morale has increased. You task Icky with moving the still to the kitchen, and he does so with enthusiasm. For a week, the mess is crowded with so many crew members and mech warriors that you cannot find a place to sit without pulling rank, and the stink of rust gut is everywhere. When the crew starts showing up to shifts hungover, one day the kitchen staff arrive and the still has been mysteriously dismantled. In the daily briefing, Darius and Yang share a knowing look at the news. Yeah, so basically everybody had fun for a week, and then some people realized we should probably get back to work. That's fine. I mean, we're not even at Solaris 7 for the next 13 days. We don't need the tech and midpoint, right? Right? Yeah, we'll be fine. Swishy will be fine. She only got injured. I'm not entirely sure how an eldritch entity of sorts gets injured, but there it is. You got the crew drunk. I did. If they need the fun, let them have a little bit of fun. As long as it doesn't get in the way of what we're about to do. Ah, Swishy took emotional damage and now needs some downtime. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, no, we're gonna do the financials as normal. Also, we have hit morale 40 thanks to that. See, it was worth giving everybody a bit of booze. Now we get plenty of resolve. I mean, we already did, but now we get more. Bill! How you doing, Bill? Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hopefully the pictures took. Let me check. Yes, I believe the pictures have taken. So here's Bill. Lore has not sent me a picture yet, so this is Lore still at the moment. When Lore sends me a picture, he will be in game properly. Nigel is in as his glorious green zombie self. And here is Smolfy. I need to get Melly in. No, wait, Melly's already in. That's right. We do need to get rid of some of these. Oh, and Rhubarb Carl, whenever we get Rhubarb Carl back, needs to send me a look. We'll get rid of Pistol at some point. She was only meant to be a temporary thing. Ow! Thank you, Shady. Ah. I broke in the lab and released the dancing tank clones. So many tanks. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's something no crew can handle. My money got injured. Need $500 to recover, please. About 500 Monopoly bucks. Sorry, new real money. Money. Actually, it's more like money. Money. There it is. Money. So we've been having fun. We've been collectively having fun during our little. So we're doing some streamer hangouts a couple times a month, and it's mostly just to let people unwind and not have to care about streaming and all that stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, we still talk about streaming. It's an inevitability, but it's more in a relaxing setting where everybody's just like, oh yeah, just have a chat, see how people are doing, help out if need be, and yeah, we just talk about all kinds of random stuff, have fun. I mean, last time we were literally drawing pictures of cats and shit just for shits and giggles. But the way her TTS works is when she says the word money on its own, it comes out as money. And it's become a bit of a meme for us. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, no, we have fun. We have fun, and that's what matters. It just lets everybody unwind a little, and also hang out, you know. Yes, it is pretty funny. All right, so we do have people's pictures in. The Smolfy is here. Did it actually work? Yes, it kind of did. Originally, I had to make some modifications because originally it tried to stretch it because it was too tall an image, and it looked a bit awkward. So I managed to fix that. Yeah, it's good to see more and more people getting in here. We'll have to get rid of Hacker as well once we have the ability to pick some people up, which I think we will the moment we land. As a matter of fact, before we land, let's get that little change back in there. Ooh, settings. That's the one. That's what I'm looking for. Mod settings? No. Difficulty? Yeah, here we are. So we're looking for Ronin prevalence. Well, at this point, it doesn't really matter, right? As long as we can pick up a couple, that's what really matters. Screw it. Save that. There we go. Somebody's sending me messages. I hope people know I don't tend to look at them when I'm streaming because I get so distracted that nothing ends up happening otherwise. Alright, continuing on. Although I'm going to alt tab and go have a look because the noises are just there. I see. Okay, there we are. Okay, we have arrived. There we go. See what I mean? I get distracted and then I want to type to people, and then... like, there's no winning on that one. Okay, so we have some starting cash. Let us have a look at the hiring hall first. Holy crap! Is that who I think it is? Is that old man Tex? It's got the right lines and stuff, right? I could be wrong. I don't know enough. I don't know nearly enough, but is that who I think it is? Might be. Although, need to hear the voice to know. I do know there's one thing on that because America was also using the voice lines, so because he just found it funny. He literally just changed the backstory for his version, so we may have actually found somebody. Holy crap, did we actually find somebody? Hang on, that's not possible. Let me go check the program files here for a moment. Geezer is different from Gramps, who is old man Tex. Okay, yes, see, that's what I thought. If that's the case, this might be America. BTA, no, it wouldn't be saves. We need mods. We are looking for BTA pilots, I think. The pilots, yep, BTA America. There he is. BTA America. No, because Pilot at Geezer is its own thing. It would show up as America, yeah, but it would use the icon for Geezer and as well as the voice file for voice of Grandpa Tex. Geezer is Geezer and uses the voice of Ermi. How many people use the same look? Either way. Here it is, Grandpa Tex. Grandpa Tex uses... see, Grandpa Tex uses the ID of Grandpa Tex uses call sign. The look, where's the look? Icon is, no, see, the icon is different. That's Port Grandpa. And then it uses the voice of Grandpa Tex. So there's different, no, they're different. They are definitely different. If we go and look here, so America's actually using Geezer, but with the voice of, so we haven't found someone yet. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. Oh, well, we're gonna need a couple of people to replace a few that we do have. Who have we got? Who wants to become a pilot? Anybody new? If not, no big deal. We'll still have to pick up a few people when we can. Which, I mean, is right now, really, but... So, Hacker... The Tendy Thief. I believe you're at a planet with the Game World tag. Yes! If you have more than 10 million C-bills, you have a chance to get a random event to get the Etin. It's a two-headed 95-ton mech that provides buffs to all mechs. Wow. We do not have more than 10 million C-bills. It's kind of why we're here. We need money. Hello, by the way, Tendy Thief. How you doing? Thank you for the first-time chat. Good to see you. We are, however, here to generate cash. So that is what we're here for. It looks like the store, however, has bugged out. So we're going to have to go to it via this. Here we go. And voila! We have Game World Battles. All right. So we have a Battle Royale. We need something for a Battle Royale that can hold the line. I'm thinking the Annihilator would be good for that. The Atlas could also be good. Melly! Hello, how you doing, Melly? It's good to see you. You're still in good nick, by the way. You're alive. Well, I mean, it's not like anybody can really die, but you're alive. So we could get the Battle Royale for the Assault Mech, and I think we'll do some solos as well. We don't have any ultralights. The lightest we can go is a light. I'm kind of tempted to just throw down for as much of all of them as we can. Super heavy, however, there's no way to do a super heavy if you don't have it, correct? Can an assault do a super heavy? Would that be just ridiculous? Pretty good. Watching over a sulky doggo while his sister goes to the vet. Oh no, doggo. I think we'll do an assault solo duel, followed by, we could send the urban mech. We could send the urban mech into a light mech duel. There's a weight minimum for the super heavy fights. Do you know what it is? Yeah, let's do a light. Let's do a light duel. And those will be the two we take for the moment. We'll do more once we're done. Oh shit. Huh. Hey, didn't they say that Solaris was had a whole bunch of fighting? Huh. 12 days until the fighting starts. That's entertaining. We go here to get away from war, and what do we find? We find war. Figures. Oh well. We are looking for these. Here we are. What the? They usually don't have salvage. Oh, okay, here we go. That makes sense. That's been converted over. All right. That is a hard light mech class. What the hell? Huh. I'm not convinced we can pull that. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try, but I'm not convinced. Okay, so we can only bring a light, which means we can either bring the Irby or the Raven. Now, the Raven is untested, which means we're bringing the Irby. However, the Irby does have that sweet, sultry rocket launcher, can pull out a ridiculous amount of damage, and can go at the speed of ha 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 ha. The downside, if they're going really fast and I'm going really fast, how am I going to hit them again? What do you guys think the odds are of winning this? You know what? It's time for prediction. That's right. It's time for a prediction. Get you some points going. So, oh, yeah, that's the old one. That's from quite a way back. All right. The prediction. Will will Tyroki win the light duel? Of course. No, not a chance. There you go. There's your options. There's no in between. There's no close or any of that. It's either yes, no. All right, here we go. It has begun. Oh shit, I left it at 30 seconds. Whoops. Go, go, go. You've got 30 seconds to get in on it because I'm an idiot. If nobody goes for it, however, I will make it go for another minute or two. Probably 3. I mean, it'll take some time to actually get... Oh, shit. Somebody's already in on it. Somebody threw 10 points. Are you that poor? Honestly, I'm just going to give it to you. I'm just going to give it to you because it was small, it was sad, it was pathetic. We need time. We need time. Actually, no, I'm going to delete it and return your points. Okay, let's do this properly. All right. Will Tyroki win the light duel? Of course. Not a chance. All right, and where do I... Oh, I see why. I see why. Okay, I gotta make the chat a little bigger here. You guys are gonna have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get your order in. 2 minutes to order up a little bit of a gamble here. Gambling for points. That's it. It's only points. Just points. There's no financial value or anything of the sort. It's only points. All right, get you in there. We're in an Irby. Kick them, then hit them with the rocket launcher 40. Hey, I mean, it could be hard. Look at it. It's 4.5 skulls, a single freaking Irby. You guys have a couple of minutes to get in on this. So, prediction. Who is going to win, me or the opponent? There's 10 points on one side. 10 points. This is your chance to actually make some cash. 100K! Guys, somebody say no. You don't have to vote. You don't have to put much in. If you put in 1,000, you are going to get a next level ridiculous amount of points because apparently Tank is made of points, which is unfortunate because I'm going to be bringing back a couple of the more expensive heavy hitters, so Tank will lose. I mean, Tank's around enough. I'm sure he'll generate the points, no problem. There'll be other opportunities. We're going to be doing some gambling in BattleTech going forward. I'm down to 3.5K. That's plenty to get more. Oh, wow. Some people throwing down 10 apiece. 10 apiece to try and earn as much as they can of 100.5K. All right, well, Icky is not the Irby pilot, so let's get the actual pilot in. Who is the real pilot? I believe the real pilot was Wolfbane's. Just enough for missiles. Well, it's worth a shot, guys. It's worth a shot. There's a chance of getting a ridiculous amount of money here. All right. I'm hitting deploy. You've got a little bit of time left. We won't be winning it that fast, so if you've got points, you'll want to throw down on that no. The chances, the odds. Nope, it's over. Never mind. I won't drum it up anymore. Take that. Pew pew. And meanwhile, we've got Evil Bill over here trying to blind me so that I fail. Nice try. Wolfbane has a debuff if he isn't using SRMs. I waited to say this. Wolfbane has a buff if he is using direct fire weapons like SRMs and rocket launchers. Unless they've changed something, the wiki has that buff. Which is also why the last time we got Wolfbane in a campaign, we threw him into a roughneck with 2 rocket launcher 40s and the ability for them to reload off MRMs. It was nasty. All right, begin.
Command interface initiated.
All right, here we go. Damn right, I'll make it a good show. Wind? You think I care about your wind? Which direction is the wind coming from, actually? All right, let's have a look here. Missile damage increased. Missile accuracy increased. The weapon accuracy is decreased a little, but I mean, it's been re-increased. SRMs get the extra accuracy, however. Yeah, so basically how this works is SRMs get all of the buffs with +2 accuracy. Weapon attacks in general are reduced by 1, so it's basically SRMs get 1. And then missiles of a specific type do get the damage buff as well as the accuracy fix. They don't get an accuracy buff, they get fixed. Wolfie is breaking wind. Ha! Alright, so there's a lot of stability problems here. However, we are gonna go dive our way into that there. You're out of I'm out of my depth. To the victor, the spoils. Oh, as if I'm gonna lose to somebody that fluorescent. You couldn't even work out what colors you wanted properly. Look at your leg. I tell you. Now, you either have 9 evasion or you die horribly. Well, at least you guys who went no aren't gonna lose too much if I get in there. Oh no, the urban mech is not able to look at its opponent. Whatever shall we do? All right, 360-degree cockpit. Hilarious. Base attack and fire. Taserface the Smug from Guardians? Oh, Guardians of the... Right. Taserface. Okay. This is the right music for this. Good old Final Fantasy VIII. Alright, so we can either maintain the side that we were attacking on. What is even in that? Oh god, it's Pierce S-pulses. Ugh. Okay. Well, if we take out that side, we actually take out a good portion of its weapon complement. We take out one Pierce S-pulse and the ER medium. Don't know about this taser, but hey, not too worried about a taser. Really, they're only... I mean, if you really, really desperately want 1 evasion, buddy, that's fine by me, but I feel like some people are losing 10 points apiece, but I mean, I guess fair enough. You guys, if you had a feeling that I was gonna win this, well played. Fire! That being said, I usually have a lot more ammo than that. Did the Pierces already take out some stuff? Oh my god! Oh wow, those Pierces are nasty! F to tank, guys. I need an F in chat for tank. Oh dear. Did you not notice your back was opened? I didn't notice the back was open. Piercing cores, light mechs. Oh, that's ruthless. Oh, I am so sorry, tank. However, the amount of cash that people on the other side have made has been pretty dramatic. I don't believe you'll get the entire 100k. By the looks of it, is 1 to 5k. So, maybe? I don't know. Is it? One person went for it, so... Damn. Choose the outcome. Yep, not a chance. They won. I did not see. I thought we had more tank than that. My bad. Sorry, tank. Oh, wow. Are you guys ready to see your bank accounts go up dramatically? Complete prediction. Holy crap. Oh, damn. That was all you, Tendy? Shit. Man's literally showed up today and walked away with a killing. Oh, wow. Okay, maybe lights are a bit low for us. Sorry, tank. I gotta eat an extra order of nuggies. Well, there's chances to make money later. You want me to win? All right, I'll try and get a win. Yeah, so they ate straight through. Oh, damn, they killed the angel as well. Wow. Yeah, that is the first time I've come across piercing lasers. That was brutal. At least the pilot isn't dead. I mean, he's probably injured, right? Man. The Tristram theme is kind of on point for the pain and suffering there. Yep, Wolf is down for 102 days. He got absolutely smacked upside his head and then some. Ooh. Ooh. Punctured lung, barotrauma to the head. Severe burns and a simple fracture. Man, he got... Oh. And, debilitating severity threshold per location 4. I think he's okay. Maybe. A little bit of head trauma, pierced lung. Nothing that can't be healed. Love how all the unfortunate shit happened when Tristram theme starts playing. Right? Yeah, the music very much dictated that one, I feel. And this is the Alina Gingertail version. Fantastic version. All right. Well, we didn't get money, and we kind of need money because we've kind of thrown down a lot of money. So, all right. Let's take in an assault this time. Man, that was 2 million on the table that we just we couldn't get. It's a shame you don't get any of that sweet salvage because, oh, the stuff they have is tasty. Well, the Irby's down for now. Probably should get that on the fix, but anyway. So we have assault, right. There are 2 mechs that I can think of that would do okay here. The first one being the ridiculously over-hardened Atlas that could just walk in and punch things to death. We have the Annihilator 1X with its dual rack 5s capable of going in and slowly dismantling opponents. I don't think the Awesome's been untested, but it could probably do some fair damage with the double heavy PPC setup. Thug Life with the 2 heavy cannons could do quite a bit of damage, plus they have the ammo feed. And some SRM, just because why not? That one could probably pull it off. It would be so tragic if his love, the cook, had to make Wolfie into a triple F. The cook is still the cook, by the way. I kind of didn't take her as the as a mech pilot, so she can stay safely in the kitchen, back in the thing. Primarily, I only wanted people who have actually shown up in chat to be pilots. And funnily enough, Wolfbanes has actually been here a couple of times. Right. Long Tom actually could do the job, but if it gets out of range, if the enemy comes into range, I'm in trouble. So our choices are the Annihilator, the Atlas, and the Thug, I think. All 3 of those could probably roll some things. The Atlas is the most chunky. It would definitely be able to hold its own. Catching the opponent might be a problem. We'll see. However, with Mask, it definitely can move. When you're not in trouble, that's a good question. Vergent, it's good to see you, man. How's it going? Speaking of which, we have a Ninja Meatloaf, and it's awesome to see him as always. We also have a Pion Pion. Pion Pion, how you doing? You've been doing beautifully with your missiles. I think we're going to... You know what? This is a duel. This is Icky's area of expertise. We're going to go send in Icky. Thank you for the care package. I will have a drink. And a stretch. Hit! Oh. Ooh, on the note of stretches, you reckon I could play while doing some stretches? Missiles, yes, missiles. So you live in this thing. You are in a tank. You fire out a crap loads of really big missiles. Well, okay, Thunderbolt 5s they're not huge, but they are big. All right, so Icky. So to give everybody a fair chance here, we have Icky in the Atlas. Now the Atlas is set up to be around 3,000 armor. It is a melee Atlas. Its entire thing is getting up to the opponent, punching them really hard, and dumping SRMs into them. It may not seem like much, but if it can catch its opponent, they are not going anywhere. It will run up to them, it will punch them, and then it'll blast them. And it is really hard to get through that armor. That is a lot of armor. So, shall we? I think we shall. You're making Japanese curry and prepping it anyway. Or prepping it. Hell yeah. Can I have some? I'd love some. I like Japanese curry. It's really tasty. Can it be done without potatoes, though? What would a Japanese curry be like with a sweet potato? Too sweet, or would it just be not really tasty? I think a sweet potato would do quite nicely. Hey man, can you make me a Japanese curry and replace the onions and the potatoes with sweet onions and a sweet potato? Jokes aside, man, that sounds delicious, and I hope it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I love hearing about food, man. You're gonna have to tell me a bit more about what you're putting into that Japanese curry. Besides, there's a variety of Japanese curries, right? But the big deal about the Japanese curry is that they tend to be a lot smoother and not so hot. Like they're mild, you know, they're sweeter as opposed to set your tongue on fire. I can do that, the sweet potatoes. Yeah, give it a try, see how it works. I'd love to hear, because frankly, then I can go I can try and make myself one. I mean, I was gonna have to eventually try anyway, but you know, somebody else doing it would be very handy. All right, we can't see shit. It is a dark map. Damn Twilight. Oh, enemy contact. Don't know what we're up against. Oh, I had a brief sight, but I don't know what it is. It's okay. The music calls. I must answer. I'm gonna... What are we doing? We're here. If I go about here... Oh, can't get the kind of mobility that we'd normally have. No, this is definitely getting that mobility. Alright, so... Was that 4 evasion? That is 4 evasion. However, the enemy will be able to see my butt, so hell no. You! Holy shit! It's gonna hurt, guys. This is gonna hurt. Oh, right, prediction. Now that you know what's there, here's a prediction for you all. Will I win? Yes. Hell no. Will Tyroki win the assault solo duel? On A, how many minutes? You have 2 minutes to decide while we're playing, because that's more fun. All right, here we go. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to throw down your points. Gamer, how you doing? You dare clown me. I am no clown. It's just a beef, sweet onions, carrots, and yellow potatoes. Ah. I also add some special ingredients, namely apricot jam, ketchup, and soy sauce. Ah. Unfortunate with the ketchup, but I will try that at some point. You'll have to send me a recipe, man. Want to try it? Melly! Yeah, get you some evil. All right, here we go. Mans cannot quite get to the target for the punchy, but what he can do is make it harder to hit. We're going full phantom and straight into melee. The enemy is going to inevitably try and get to my butt, but I'm going to show them what for. Currently, it's neck and neck. Who will win? Who will win? Tank, I hope you're in on this, because here's your chance. You got 10k against... 10k think that I'll win. 10 think I'll lose. All right, Icky, it's time. Punch! And... Ooh, actually, hold on. For lance mates. Is that specifically for lance mates, or does that count Icky himself? I guess I'll find out. Ah, it was for lance mates. Okay, punch. Everything, go. 1, 2. Because you don't actually get to see the animation for the second punch, unfortunately. You don't taste the ketchup. I only react the way I am because I'm allergic. It seems I have a sort of an allergy to nightshades. It's unfortunate. Stuff that was being hidden by my Pepsi Max addiction. But it's alright, I can try it without the ketchup. Oh yeah. Oh boy! That's a knockdown. I don't know which way you guys voted, but whoever voted no, You're currently losing and losing hard. Icky has been designed for the duel. Not specifically for this kind of duel, but man's duels like a beast. We have literally left him there in the middle of combat so that he could fight somebody one-on-one, while we went off to fight everything else. Oh boy! This is not looking good for the nose. Cool looking mech though. I want one. I'm the juggernaut. Punch! Kick! No kicks, just punch. And it's down! We win. Yeah, okay, we can rely on Icky to kick us. Well, it looks like 10 went for hell no. So unfortunately, those who went yes with such fervor will get a very little amount, as the yeses did win.
Mission successful.
Maybe we should add commentary as well. And they're off, moving at a tremendous speed of about 60 kph. We're off to the horse races, yeah. To be fair, Icky and the Atlas is a pretty good bet for winning. They are nasty. Oh no, I lost 10 points. On the plus side, we gained 15. We gained 1.5 million C-bills, so yay! All right, that's much better. That's more bloody like it. I tell you what. I tell you what. All right, let's head to the mech bay. Get the. Oh. That's rough. That is not a simple repair. Oh no! Oh, that is not a simple repair at all. Damn. All right, we have a 40, which probably should go in there. We cannot. Do we have another? We have cannon ammo feed. I don't think we got a rocket. Oh, we got a rocket feed. We do have a backup. We don't have a backup for the Angel. This sounds like the Magatsu overall theme. Nope. Well, I was wrong. This is Profound Darkness. Okay. How we need. Oh, we got absolutely savaged here. We need an XL. Do we? Do we need an XL? Do we really need an XL? I'm not sure about that anymore. Let's say no. Let's say no. The Angel was taking up a lot of space, right? What if we just make this yeah, what if we make the standard? We have an ER medium laser. Let's drop that. We need something with lower heat use overall. Medium pulse is a possibility, but I'd really rather not. Okay. Pair of standard mediums. So we have some room. We have room for something. Huh. I just had an idea. It's a dumb idea. It's possibly a really dumb idea. But what if we put a pair of LMGs on this thing? with a ton of ammo. That we can put down here. And then we've got some space. Space! Do we have anything that would fit easily? I mean, I'm pretty sure every medium here is 1 ton, right? Ah, even the clan ones. Damn, they're the ones I had my hopes on. We need to keep relative range to the to enemies in light tier, right? Okay. Well, if we have to keep range, what if we don't do the LMGs and we instead just go medium, like medium pulse lasers? What are these Elec lasers? When the game's done messing around, they only fire when they have a lock. I mean, they're a guaranteed hit. Huh. They also scramble the target's accuracy. This might be a good place to have it, honestly. Is there anything else we can do here? Sorry about the munch crunching, by the way. It's actually kind of helping my throat. What about... There's machine gun FCS that could be entertaining. But what about... No, not laser. What if we put on, instead of the LMGs, we put on the dissolving small pulse? We'd have to be ridiculously close range to get that to work, though. Nah. Nah, too close. What can we do with 0.5 ton? Probably just increase armor, right? It's probably needed. Oh, a location's been destroyed. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. Let's get that back up and running. All right, so 8 days until we can actually make good use of that. All right, let's head back to the store. Let's go spend money to make money. Oh, the store's back. It functions again. Hurrah. Right. Duckies! Have you ever been slapped in the face with rubber? Have you ever had a ducky thrown at your face? Now imagine a whole bunch of them. How you doing, Raven? It's good to see you. Raven, that reminds me. You and Azzy need to get me some profile pictures so I can get you guys added in. Right. We can do a medium. We could do a duo assault mech. Oh, yeah. Duo assault mech. That'd be easy pickings. Easy pickings. And we'll take the battle royale as well. Now, do we want to do the duo? Oh, wow. Didn't we just buy this? I mean, I'll take another one. Do we want to do medium? Okay. What about medium? I know heavies, we've got a few things. I don't know if we have a whole lot in medium, though. Let's go check the mech bay. Just got off some Monster Hunter Wilds. Ooh! Did you have fun? Ooh! For medium, we could take the, Hellback. Why does it not have its name? It needs its name. The Hellback has returned. And it does a good job at it, too. I'm at a really grindy stage. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. I'm going to call the Atlas... What do we call the Atlas? It's very punchy. What do we call this thing? We could call it, I'm gonna call this the pimp slap. Literally goes up and just slaps people with its fist specifically. Curly. Why Curly? I need so many friggin' hunter cards. Hunter certs. You need to get stronger, huh? Gotta get you some raw power. Why Butterball? I need justification for the name, guys. I don't know what you're talking about. Curly, I assume, is from, No, I actually don't know what's... I don't even know what Curly's from. Curly, it rings a bell, but it's not hitting. It is not hitting whatsoever. Da, na, na. Na, na, na. Na, na. That's the profound darkness, huh? The sad part is the profound darkness went down so quickly you never get to really hear the whole theme. That's the trouble with a lot of the fights in the old PSO2. The Three Stooges. Larry, Moe, and Curly. Ah, I thought so. Curly's the big guy, right? Because Moe would be ridiculous. He is a big boy. He is a big boy. How about we call him Curly Mc... Can we? Curly McButterball. Ah, can't quite. Oh, no, but we can just call it... We can call him Curly Butterball. Literally takes up the entire thing. Alright, so this is a collection of things that chat brought up. There are opportunities to change the names. Which reminds me, I do need to get a redeem in there so that you guys can actually suggest names for the various mechs. I don't mind if somebody overrides a mech name either. You guys can fight with your points to name mechs. I'll try and remember to add that in later. Although if you want me to guarantee that, somebody please remind me in DMs. Right, let's go and do a mission. All right, so we got a couple of choices. I think we are gonna go and do... Let's go do the one of the duels. We'll take the money. Who could have seen this coming? All right, this is a pretty nasty combo. We have the Atlas going into melee and beating the crap out of things while the Annihilator circles and... Alternatively, we don't bring the extremely tanky Atlas, and we instead bring the Thug. Because damn if the Thug ain't a powerful... It's strong. It's strong. Could technically take the Thug and the Atlas as well. That would basically be a pair of brawlers. Their entire thing is getting up close and just being like, you know, 1-2. Except the Thug's 1-2 is more like, you know, cannons. 1, 2, blam, blam. You know, that would be kind of funny, actually. Right, who's in the Nutcracker? I think that's Ninja now. Nope. Who has the Nutcracker? Oh, that might actually be Evil Bill. Yep. Evil Bill has the Nutcracker. Okay, Duo Duel on the Highlands. It is a 4 skull. Not that big a deal. But we'll see what they actually bring to the table, because they could bring some nasty to the table, and then what are we gonna do? All right, fire! Yes. Also, if I remember correctly, we can't pick up the super heavy one because if we don't know what the minimum size category is, and we try and either sell it or leave without doing it, we'll bug out the game something fierce. At least from what I read. Oh boy. And then after this we have a war. So the war will probably then take us to a renewal of the shop, and when the shop is renewed, we then go from the renewal of the shop to more of these, and then we probably run out and need to go over to the next world. It's actually kind of entertaining how this ended up. We are gonna fight for the Lurns, though. I want to beat up the Mechs. Keep sharp. Okay. I'm aware there's two. Alright, range should help keep the heat sinks. Cool. I think Bill might need it. I don't remember. Alright, so our opponents are way over there. Alright, in that case, let's let them make the first mistake, shall we? Let's keep hidden behind objects. They will hopefully come in, and when they get closer to us, we basically assault them with Icky. But to get there, we're gonna need to actually get up to this big rock here. That should give us a little bit of room. If we have to circle it, so be it. I'm sorry? Excuse me? They can see us through the... What? Really? Huh. I guess we can't just sit back and relax and wait then. Well, that's rude, because I can't use... Oh, they must have done a direct fire. Okay. Well, then I guess we're just going to get moving, shall we? Yep, that's what we're doing. All right, Icky! Defensive formation. You're going to make your ally tankier, because you are a beast, sir. All right, number 7 is running out to the side. But does number 7 think that he can get out of the reach of Icky? Does it? I don't know, but good luck to them. Meanwhile, we have in the back an anvil. The anvil. The anvil specifically, which is a PLG. What is a PLG? I have no idea. Is it pugilist? Something like that? Either way, this thing is made of long tom. Holy crap, I want one. Gimme, 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 gimme. Not good for me. However, what is going to be good for me is running forth to my opponent and saying, buddy, really? I'm not even gonna fire now. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I can get a little closer. And when I get a little closer, I'm gonna frickin' unload the base version of this directly into that thing's CT if possible. And with that, we are going to end the turn. I would like to know how it's firing the long tom that soon. Is it guided? Or is it firing guided ones? Damn, we've got to get some of those. All right, Icky is running the Phantom. He is now the Phantom of the Opera. He wants to get in on that number 7, which is made of laser. The number 7, which is a Cougar, is not honestly as big a threat as double long tom. Double long tom could do a significant amount of damage to at least the Nutcracker. But it looks like the opponents, the Game World Gladiators, are currently trying to do their best to avoid our heroes. That's not very good commentary on my part, but hey, screw it. I'm the commentator here. I'll do it as I please. And that's right, I have a bias. Right. Let's aim for being more like this. Icky, currently going to have some trouble getting into the number 7. It appears to be pretty fast. Maybe, just maybe, I should be going the other way around. having the Nutcracker go for number 7 and having Icky go over for the beating up of the Long Tom Wonder. Honestly, it doesn't matter. We may not have gotten as close as I'd have liked. Let's have a look. We have Pillager. It's the Pillager. Ammo for the Long Tom is in the arms. Take out the arms, and it has no more Long Tom. It is a light engine. Okay. Very good. All right. Evil Bill is going to take the turn to continue to get a little bit closer. Apparently we're playing cat and mouse. Oh well, c'est la vie. We're going straight in for our opponent's back. If the opponent wants to go in for water, that is their prerogative, but that is their mistake to make. You really shouldn't be getting the Nutcracker close to the pugilist. It'll be fine. By the way, do we want to... I suppose it's a bit late to do a prediction. My bad, guys. I should have done that sooner. Long Tom cannon. Of course, it's a direct fire. Of course. Thank you. It's not the artillery. I gotta get me some Long Tom cannons. That'd be fun on the Annihilator. We have an Annihilator good and ready to have those. Ready to receive. All right, this is straight into the back. Well, Mr. Anvil, you have made a dramatic mistake. I wanted to get a little closer to blast you with this, but I'll take what I can get. What were you saying about getting the Nutcracker close to the pugilist? All right, Icky's opponent is very adamant about running away. I guess it doesn't want to be meleeed. That's fine. We'll do it with SRMs if we have to. We also have Evil Bill. Nope, the opponent has decided to put their back up against the wall. This is their mistake to make. Evil Bill will come in from the side. I don't want to fire quite yet. The risk of hitting Icky... Well, to be fair, the risk of hitting Icky is completely irrelevant. Icky can take it. Fire! And we have actuators being damaged. Panic level is critical. Icky will move in. He comes in from the side. And 1, 2, blast! We have internal damage. Probably had internal damage for a little while now, but still. Now the opponent thinks they can get away. They are running for it. This is... Well, I suppose it makes sense. We may think it's poor form, but for them, it's a matter of life and death. Well, except for nobody dies from these, but there can be severe injuries. However, their mistake, leaving the back directly to Icky, who can now unload. They won't be moving anywhere near as fast. As a matter of fact, it's looking like a little more of a punch, and our opponent will be going down. Usually internal damage comes from excessive burritos. Do I hear Taco Bell? What? No, wait, that's tacos. Do they do burritos? I don't know. I'm going off very limited knowledge here. We have a Taco Bell up in Auckland now, but given that this is New Zealand, they can't just sell shit. Like, it has to be edible. And the moment, you know, there's any kind of, anyone gets food poisoning, there'll be some, probably some inquiries. Although KFC manages to get away with it, so I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. Unload! And we have victory! Now that you've seen what Icky and Bill can do together, let's go do it again. And this time you will bet. And we will not know what the opponent is bringing. Although I hope for something a little higher skill. This is so good in frickin' epic version. boy. Huh. We're pretty up there, huh? Well, they're not gonna be, they're not gonna like what comes next anyway. Either way, Darius has obtained, we've obtained, what? Can we even have faction reputation with Darius? What? How does that even work? It's not authentic Taco Bell if you haven't had a significant emotional event on the toilet later. Now, if I'm remembering the comedy stuff from Gabriel Iglesias correctly, that would be Chicos Tacos. I remember the jokes for that. Although, to be honest, if it should taste amazing and then immediately empty out your bowels. That's how spicy stuff should work, right? Forget about sweating. It should be the bowel cleanser. That went well. All right, chat. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put this one in your guys' hands. This is your fault now. 2 million is on the line. It's time to open up a poll. Which mechs should I bring? We have an Annihilator. Rack 5 Annihilator. We have the let's say the heavy PPC awesome. The ERPPC Nightstar. The Punch Bot Atlas. And the Heavy Cannon Thug. All right, you guys have 2 minutes to decide. Who do I bring? I'm very curious to see who you guys think I should bring. I'm clearing the board. No distractions. We have 1 vote for the Rack 5 Annihilator. That's one possibility, but we do need some more votes. So, guys, get your votes in. Who do you think I should bring? Ooh, looks like current combo will be the Rack 5 Annihilator and the Heavy PPC. Awesome. Any more? You've got a minute, roughly a bit more than a minute to vote. After all the time of watching me, most of you guys should have a clue, a general idea of what at least some of this does. Or just vote for shits and giggles, because either way works quite nicely. Taco Bell had the ad phrase, "Make a run for the border," and yes, you crossed the line to the restroom. Is that necessarily a good tagline, though? I mean, you shouldn't really intentionally be giving your customers gutsake. Oh-ho! The Rack 5's looking pretty solid. Annihilator's looking pretty solidified. But what will be the second mech? I really should have allowed multi-voting. Damn. Still, looks like we're bringing the Annie and the Awesome. 2 powerhouses in their own right. Now, nobody has actually piloted the Awesome yet, but I'm sure things will go okay. It is an energy-based thing. Let's take Well, let's give Lore a go. Let's send Lore in. Send him in, Cap. This is only a 2.5 skull, huh? Well, either way, that we are not bringing guarantees anymore, so prediction. Starting prediction. Okay, who will win who will win this one? Who will win? Tyroki or mercenary? Oh, sorry, Tyroki or gladiators? Tyroki? Gladiators. It's not a simple yes and no anymore. Now you gotta pick a side. Whose side will you pick? Will it be my side, or will it be the opposition? Either way, it's all in good fun. And the prediction has begun, I think? Yep, the prediction has begun. Who'll win, me or the gladiators? You put your points on the line for glory. We have 10 points. 10 points says that the gladiators are gonna win. 10K says the gladiators are gonna win. Damn. Will nobody vote for me? We have 10 against. 10 think that I'm gonna win versus 10K. Dun 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 dun. 10 versus 10.2. It looks like most of the people are on the side of the gladiators. All right, everybody, voting is still going. 45 seconds, 40 seconds, roughly somewhere around there. Who do you think's gonna win? Will it be me or the gladiators? Me or the gladiators? I'm sending in... No, it won't be Bill. It will be... Wolfie. Where's Wolfie? Wolfie. Smallfie. There she is. We're sending Smallfie in her Annihilator. She actually knows what she's doing in that thing. There it is. Yep, she has full everything. She is good. This is her preferred thing. Although, from my understanding, if I manage to get a Timberwolf, she wants to be in a Timby, so that's the thing. I have to keep my eyes out for a Timby. And voting is done. I don't know who voted for what. I don't care who voted for what. We're going in. Will it be me? Will it be the gladiators? Let's find out. Regardless of skull, we know that the gladiators bring some serious power to bear, so let's find out. That last one had 2 long toms. Granted, they were cannons, but still. Oh yeah. So we have an Annihilator with 2 artillery slots. Could you imagine that thing having 2 long tom cannons with some extra weapon just for shits and giggles? Damn, that's gonna be tasty. Up its speed as much as we possibly can and then just laugh our way to the bank. It's gonna be expensive though, so we need to make some money. Begin the mission. Alrighty. So we have the tested Annihilator with the untested Awesome. Fog's gonna mess with the visuals. We'll live. Alright, dual heavy PPC Awesome. Wait, what? What's all that about? Oh, never mind. No, don't care. Right. Ooh, this map, okay. I reckon our best shot will probably be coming down. We could come down the middle. Honestly, I'm gonna have Smallfie come down the middle. She could probably use that for her heats, her heat sinks. We also have rain, which will be very nice for her. Meanwhile, we've got the heavy PPCs. I'm pretty sure those would love a bath as well. So we're going to take those into the drink. Laura's going to move forward. All right, so now we actually have sighting of our opponents. What are we up against, Jim? We are up against a charger with a crapload of variable speed pulse lasers. Meanwhile, there's a juggernaut with a whole lot of machine gun and some lasers to open us up. Nice. Both rather unpleasant. Not now. Am I sure which one is probably going to be the biggest target? Not really, but I'm going to say it's probably the charger. All right. We could take a shot, but they do have their starting 8 evasion. That is a lot to deal with right now. Now, we could have let our opponents get the first mistake in. However, I kind of want to get our ability to have easy sinking in.
Copy that.
Very good. Her accuracy is pretty solid, but even with solid accuracy, I don't think it's worth trying yet. Still, we have ammo for days. Ammo for days, ammo for days. And thus, I think the charger is the thing that should get absolutely smashed, if possible. If not, oh well, no big deal. I got a couple of hits, that's good enough. The enemy has come forth with quite a bit of damage. However, we're looking okay. The Annihilator is taking the brunt of the enemy's assault, and their accuracy is pretty high. It looks like that has all gone to the CT. Nope, some has gone to the leg. Not good for Team Tyroki. Team Tyroki is going to move forth. The opponent has made its first mistake. And that mistake is quite simple. They have allowed us to take a turn. Also, they don't have evasion worth a damn, and that is a big, big mistake on their part. Thank you for the care package. I appreciate that. Hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good stretch. All right. Team Tyroki sends in Smolfy. Smolfy is probably one of their heavier hitters. However, it looks like it is difficult for Smolfy to get a good shot on that charger. So she's going to have to go for the Juggernaut, it seems. Fire! And a disgusting array of damage thrown directly at the opponent. However, it returns damage in kind. And their accuracy has been pretty solid so far. Team Gladiator swaps to awesome. Laura's taking a hit. But what's this? Laura has a retort. A highly accurate retort. Those capacitors are working overtime. Oh, the Juggernaut is unstable. Wolfie comes in to capitalize. And thanks to the water and the rain, her heat sinking has been phenomenal. She has been able to bring those rotaries to bear again and again and again. She's decided that she has had enough of that arm. And the arm is gone. The Juggernaut, so much damage now, so much stability, it could not help but fall over. The Charger coming in from the side. Juggernaut gets back up. But what could it do against such a tirade? It unloads, but not much damage this time. The machine guns just cannot bring their damage. The Annihilator has been softened up, but the accuracy of the Gladiator has unfortunately run out. Awesome backs up a little. He only maintains a single solitary evasion, but apparently that's all he needs. Not that he really needs much. He is, after all, still looking good on armor, and gives the Juggernaut what for. That is directly to the CT, and it's down. Next up, the Charger unloads directly into the Annihilator. The Annihilator structure has been exposed. This is an unfortunate turn of events for the Annihilator. However, what is this? What is this? And it seems that Smolfy has activated her everything and is about to go wild. Unloading directly into the Charger. Oh boy. What a show. She's working the rotary like an old school AT&T operator. God damn it, man. The Annihilator not down yet, but that was a pretty solid hit. It looks like the Annihilator has taken quite a bit to the arm. The rotary has been damaged. Whether that was by jam or otherwise, we don't know yet. The Awesome coming forward has decided it's had enough. And 1, 2, not down yet, but the sensors have been impaired on that unfortunate Charger. Okay, it did jam. Smolfy has recognized her left side's weakness and is now moving so that this is no longer a problem. She shows her right side to the enemy. Thankfully, Mechs can in fact turn. We have torso twisting to thank for pretty much everything we do. And Smolfy unloads for decent effect. Unfortunately, some of that was to the legs. The enemy comes in. They see weakness in the back. But Smolfy has turned. Her good side is still towards the enemy. And, well, she's looking pretty good overall. Lord comes in. What's this? He's not quite sure how far he wants to move yet. He's barely moved at all, but he gives the enemy what for, and that leg has taken some serious damage. Smolfy continuing to keep her right side to the enemy. Turns only a little. Her rotary apparently no longer jammed, and she lets loose. Oh, what a stressful battle this is. In such a high stress environment, how do these mech warriors handle these horrifying, harrowing battles? Lore unloads with his, prepares his battle lord. He looks like he is locking in. And reports show that he's going to be overheating, but he doesn't care. He fires anyway. The left torso has been annihilated. And funnily enough, it wasn't by the Annihilator either. Smolfy moves. It seems completely unnecessary for Smolfy to turn her left side to her opponent at this time. She is going to unleash with those racks, and this should be it. There it goes. The engine has been destroyed. The gladiators are down.
Mission successful.
Team Tyroki has won. For all those who have who bet points, please head down to the counter to collect your winnings. Well, that was fun. And whoever voted in my favor has just made about 10 grand. Hey, Pion, thank you for the love. I appreciate it. I really do. That was fun. So yeah, that went pretty well. And we're no longer destitute. And I believe we still have one mission to go. Now this could get entertaining because it's a battle royale, which means we actually have to hold our own against a variety of opponents. I can think of 2 mechs that could probably pull this off. The Thug and Icky's Annihilator. So which direction will we go? You guys want to bet? You guys want to choose again? All right, here we go. So, what have we got? Did I actually hit? Oh, okay, I did. I hit it. Get Shredded is down for now. Oh, actually, on that note, we should probably go get that on the repair. We're gonna need it a lot more than the Irby do. So we'll move it up. Spit, spit, spit. I believe nothing important was actually damaged. All right, managing the tasks. Let's get that done ASAP. So we'll have that back up and running soon. Right, back into the command center. Okay, who are we bringing, guys? I think it's fun to involve you guys in the decision process for these. It's kind of fun, don't you think? Who should we put in the assault battle royale? Atlas. So Punch, Atlas. We have the ERPPC. Night Star could probably do something. Move my mouse. We have the Heavy Cannon Thug. I don't think the Awesome will do well on its own. Not against a variety of opponents. These are the only ones I'm willing to take in, honestly. Alright, guys, you have 2 minutes to vote. And you can throw down... No, I don't want to let you guys do shenanigans per vote. We're not at that point yet, I don't think. Alright, there's a poll. Go! You've got 2 minutes. Who are we bringing to the fight? We have the Punch Atlas, the 4x ERPPC Night Star, and the Heavy Cannon Thug. All 3 of these will be capable of holding out against I think it's about 5 to 7 opponents. I think they're usually 6 though, all up, like 6, that includes ourselves. I'll give you a chance to choose. If not, I'm going Nikki. So feel free to vote, guys. If you don't know what they do, just pick one. But I will say, the Punch Atlas is very up close and personal, very tanky, it can get there. The Night Star is very long-ranged, but can fire at pretty much any range. And the Heavy Cannon Thug wants to be at close range, but is capable of closing. Currently, we have a vote for the ERPPC Nightstar. Interesting. Who will you vote for, guys? That sounds like 2 for the ERPPC Nightstar. You have about 15 to 20 seconds left. Also, extra points to anybody who knows what this track is, what game this track is from. It is from the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. All right, looks like we're bringing the Nightstar. That means Midnight is bringing her skills to bear in a competition for whether we get money or not. All right, I'm getting pretty cold, so let me turn off the AC. I'll leave that open. Alrighty, 'tis I. Man, I really miss this game. God damn. I'm seriously, I'm just waiting for New Genesis to cause the PSO2 to fail. Because the moment Sega backs out and decides it's not worth their time anymore is the moment that people give me a moment. The moment they back out is the moment the private servers go online. And the community takes over and basically ditches all things New Genesis. They've already got it set up and ready to go for the original. I miss it so much. And the best part about that is we won't have to pay, we will hopefully not have to pay a damn cent at that point if we want to look good. Not that I ever paid. No, I didn't pay that much, to be honest. I got the sub because the sub also gave you access to your room and stuff. But that was about it. Most of the stuff that I managed to get, I got off stores when they were cheap, and then it turned, you know, because I had them for so long, the prices freaking ballooned because limited edition everything. That game was full of FOMO. That's why you earned in-game cash. Yeah, both my friend and I had some very expensive stuff that we just held in our storage to sell later. Not intentionally to begin with, but we got a whole lot of looks, and then we just sort of stopped playing the game for a few years, and then we came back and ended up freaking stonks. All right, Midnight. What are we looking at? Defeat Mad Dog. Entering the arena is contender number 3. The second contender has arrived. All right, we have the Backstabber and the Mad Dog. We also do not appear to have any kind of heat sinking. This is going to be a hot map. That's an oof. That's a pretty big oof. All right, we're going to aim to come up here, so we've got some elevation on our opponents. All right, there we go. No idea what they're doing. I'm sorry? There's an enemy here? No, there's an enemy there. And way back there. Holy crap. Can I have a turn? Please? Contender number 4 is joining the rumble. Oh, wow, they're all just straight up over there. So this one's a bit weird, right? The way that these battle royales work is that we have some that are on our side, and then they flip. I guess that's so you don't just go up against absolutely everybody, but... Huh. That is a lot of mech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, potentially 12 all up. Wow. Okay, well... Hilariously, Midnight is actually well situated for making this painful. That accuracy is insane. The opponent is already bleeding. Oh, the opponent is already down. Midnight's already taken down an opponent. Those are thunderbolts. Ugh. Is this the Aldebaran theme? I think this is the Aldebaran theme. Huh. Ooh. This is gonna take a while, I feel, guys. Oh, look at the pain being thrown at the merciless. That poor emperor. Oh, damn. Not as painful as previous. Let me move my mouse so it stops doing that. That Rancor barely taking damage, but Inferno Gel being brought to bear. The merciless not feeling any mercy. Contender number 5, that would be number 12, I believe, has entered the fray. Imagine showing up late and they let you in. Oh yeah, everybody else has been shooting each other. Just go in, you're fresh, it's fine. Well, so long as they're not looking at us, who cares? Midnight can already see a target. That would be the Skokomish. Her accuracy for the Skokomish is not fantastic. Though frankly, at this point, it's probably better than nothing. Do we move Midnight a little further, a little closer, so she can possibly get an eye on other targets? Nah. And she goes for the Skokomish. What was once on our side, no longer. I think it's to facilitate, you know, the actual battle royale thing, because everybody is against everybody. But technically, if they are all enemies, then they'll go. I mean, there's got to be a better way to do it than this, right? You can make them all literally fight each other and just want to fight each other, but I guess this way you don't have everything just, you know, trying to steamroll you. Wow. There's some good damage going out, too. I want a turn. Let me have another turn, you bastards. Damn. Look at him go, though. Oh, that longbow is... So it's the longbow that's the Thunderbolt Wonder. Up. Skokovish is coming towards midnight. But we have two targets. Two targets currently in the way. Well, no, but no. There's only one target, but technically Midnight now has two closing on her. The boiler taking a few hits. Frankly, not that much. There's not that much damage being brought to bear on this battlefield today. Oh, look at the mortars go. Damn. Contender number 6 has arrived, marking the loss to join the fight. How many? How many is that? How many? Bloody hell. All right, we have ideas, okay? I know where I'm going now. And it looks like it's Midnight's turn. Midnight is going to start heading up the hill, trying to obtain more and more of an advantage over her opponents. Oh, those jump jets will not avail you. However, that is probably going to do just fine. Looks like a boiler. Oh, shit. Did it? Is it shut down, or is Midnight just capable of Oh, great. Midnight can aim now. Ew, that's nasty. The opponent is using a standard engine. Midnight goes for the chest. Let's see if she can pull it off. Oh, it's been knocked down. Bloody hell. The boiler has been taken out. That's 2. Midnight is currently 2 for 2 and still on top. And now we play the waiting game. So, how's everybody going? What have you all been up to lately? Me, I've been playing a hell of a lot of tabletop stuff. I try and be as quiet as I possibly can between streams, but you know, you can't be permanently quiet. It's kind of why I like Cat, because all I have to do is meow. I mean, he can talk, don't get me wrong. He can talk in animal form, there's nothing that says he can't. But literally, you've got this cat that just walks up to people, and as long as it, you know, what does anybody really need to know that the cat meow? You know, the cat can do more than meow. Ez, how you doing, man? Hey, Ez, when are we gonna get some profile pictures? When are you gonna draw up yourself and Raven, eh? Hey. Tank will be right back. How it do? We are in Game World content right now. I did a whole lot of tests of directions to go after last stream, and kind of decided that Solaris 7 seemed like a fun place to go. And yeah, as it turns out, I ended up watching a few people doing doing the Game World content, and it looked fun. It looks like a way to stop being, you know, poverty stricken. And then, funnily enough, as we were heading on our way over here, it turns out that war has broken out, And the Mercenary League is now versus the Solaris, no, versus the Lyrans. So we're going to go and we're gonna go and support the Lyrans, and yeah. But right now we're generating funds. So we sent Midnight cold and alone into a fight against what looks to be something like 12 to 14 mechs. As much as I'd love to be in your game, it looks kind of low priority to me. Nice and simple then. Take a screenshot of your model. Just take a screenshot of your model and of Raven's model, and we can always change them out later. It's not a big deal. Today you've been working on getting the YouTube channel back up and running. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Scolds is an overworked RPG streamer. GM. Yes, he is. It's also entirely self-inflicted. He overworks himself. Oh, the Skokomish. The Skokomish has caught wind of what Midnight's up to. And this is not good for Midnight's accuracy. 6 evasion on the opponent. This does make things difficult. Midnight takes for the trees. I suppose probably hoping for some better accuracy against her, some better defense against her opponent. However, unfortunately, her accuracy does take a hit. Well, guys, there is still a lot to go, and I think we need a prediction. What? Who?
Attention, all forces! All forces to designated defensive positions! Put down your gambling chits, for we are being raided! Now, if you could all kindly head up and meet our foes head on. For we have Gitta! And in the left corner, on the right corner, Tyroki, whose forces will win. We'll see eventually, and anybody who does manage to make their way through, please do enjoy the cafeteria. There's also a spa resort. Yes, we have a spa resort underground, if you would like to hang out in the spa, the saunas, and whatnot. That is, however, for those who survive. Oh, and welcome to the shenanigan tree.
God damn it. Thank you, Susie. Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's good to see your subjects use bribery, blackmail, and beauty to weasel their way to victory. The Porcine Princess has gifted you her subjects. Porcine Princess, Porcine Princess. Tony! How you doing, Tony? It's good to see you. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. And how's it doing, Tony? How's it doing, Mystic? It's good to see you, it's good to see you both. Let me get a shout out for old Banshee Xeno here. There we go, Banshee Xeno playing Arena Breakout Infinite, aka Tarkov Light. Although I believe Tony is of the opinion that it is better than Tarkov. And I guess as somebody who has played years of Tarkov, she would know. So, it's good to see you guys, and to everybody who has come in, hello, I'm Tyroki, Glorious Villain. I do what I want. What I want is to play BattleTech because it's fun. Although at the moment it's a bit of a show, right? We're currently doing a battle royale within the game, and unfortunately, we ended up with a hell of a lot of spawns. And the sad part is we get no salvage out of this, just money. It's gonna be difficult for Midnight to survive, so I've kind of been taking to it like a game show. Mystic Forest, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, new Henchie. It's good to have you here. Back to the void you go. No! Come back from the void. It's not worth it. The void is where the darkness is. The void is where the duck is. We don't mess with the duck. Alright, we could go for the close enemy, but I see something a little bit more distant that we have perfect accuracy on. Or at least as perfect as this game's ever gonna get. Let me have a look here, going back up. So we have the Porcine Princess. We have Porcine Princess has gifted us their subjects. It looks like Banshee, in this case, Tony. So of the Xeno squad, Tony has brought to bear glorious power through a lot of bribery and blackmail, and I'm guessing a lot of food was on offer. Well, that's fair. I mean, let's be honest. I feed the forces well, but I mean, who's gonna say no to some good food? I certainly weren't. I might even let you through on that alone. You love that I remember which one's which? Yeah. I mean, if I remember correctly, the Porcine Princess is Tony, the goat is Banshee, and I don't know if I've met the rest. For those who don't know, Banshee is Banshee Xeno, the user Banshee Xeno, is what is known as a system, and there are a variety of them in there. And Tony is adorable. Fire! I try to remember things of my friends, you know? Now, so you have come into BattleTech. For those who came in with Banshee Xeno, but specifically Tony, and don't know what this is a game based on BattleTech, the tabletop RPG of the same name. This is also what Mech Warrior is based on. Tony will pull the battery pack from all your LRM boats. No! You leave the LRM boats alone. We like those. They're fun. Speaking of which, though, Tony, we gotta play some Mech War Online at some point. We gotta get some more going. I will actually add that to Friday's list. So last Friday I put up a poll letting people decide what we played. I had a choice of 4 games, but I'm gonna add in Mech War Online and maybe Darktide, and that'll be done on my Discord. So yeah, if I can find out how to do them so that I can actually throw them around on things like Twitter and, well, X in this case, and Blue Sky and all the other things, to give people, you know, to give it some more visibility, I would. I'll have to ask Swa about that. I need to reinstall it. I factory reset the PC and I'm in the process of reinstalling all the things. All right, MWO next. Definitely. Also, I'm eating balls. Just so you know. Aniseed balls. Very tasty. Oh, and we have missed out on a bunch of stuff that's been happening, but it looks like the battle has grown fierce. How many of these things are there? There are so many enemies. Midnight is going to have to keep in mind that there is one coming for her. And that is going to be unfortunate when it does arrive, but until then, she is very capable of taking out maybe that there heavy metal, maybe that there anvil. The anvil is looking fresh, however, so let's just keep going with that heavy metal. And we'll deal with the other threat when it comes. And the heavy metal is down. One less target. That means that the enemies are all going to be fighting even more fiercely amongst each other. And now we play the waiting game. Also, massive kudos to anybody who knows what game this is from. I couldn't even remember the name of the game. I had to go and look up I had to give like a brief description to Google to find any forums about it. And I finally found the name. It was a really good game. Although, to be fair, the Mega Drive / Genesis had some fantastic games across the board. I mean, like all consoles, there was some garbage, but, you know. This was back in the Wild West of making video games. There were, every man and their dog was trying to make a game. Although, if I recall correctly, this one did come out of Japan. And I'll tell you what, a lot of the Japanese games were solid. It's a shame we didn't get most of them. The same thing happened with the Super Nintendo as well. There were a lot of games that were never released in the West. You can play them today because there are there's fan sub versions, but you, as with many things from back then, you're kind of stuck with emulation. Granted, I have no issues with that. I mean, if these companies aren't going to let us play the games, well, I mean, we kind of have to take matters into our own hands. And I certainly don't see a point of paying closing on full price for a game that is multiple decades old. But yeah, there will be more on the list for the Friday game, which I will do after the stream. Oh. Midnight can go after the Skokomish if she wishes. And you know what? I think she wishes. But do I want to? Yes, I do. Oh, hold on. That's terrain. Terrain is getting in the way. We can move down. That gets terrain out of the way. Our accuracy is a little better. Though it looks like our best shot here is to take out maybe its AC. Meanwhile, on the other side, we have the anvil. The anvil with long tom cannons that can very much aim in our direction. Not keen on that concept. Although, I am very surprised. I'm very surprised that all of these have not been going for the anvil. Which is why I feel like Midnight may want to just jump in here and go for the Skokomish from here. Okay. Once we're here, let's get our guns to bear and... Battlelord. Fire. Come on, get in there. Get in the back. It's all so much in the leg. That being said, we have caused a significant panic in the opponent. The Skokomish is running away. Or is it running towards more combat? Who cares? It's running away from Midnight, and that's what matters to us. Oh boy! The Mariner's Curse is being assaulted from multiple sides. I'm gonna be honest, I think the battle royales might go a bit long. I did one that only had six contestants, 5 other opponents. Get control of your mouth, man. And some water. Man, so many salvageable parts, and yet we can have none. Because it's us versus a whole lot of gladiators. The Skokomish is getting kind of, I mean, it really should be getting ganged up on. It's trying to gang up on something else. Ooh, the battle camel. That battle camel in for some very nasty hurt. Meanwhile, Midnight up here, completely fresh by the looks of things. Knock on wood, even though it's fake wood. Wait, no. Oh, that's fake wood as well. Do I have anything that's actual wood? Yes, technically the door frame. Knock on the door frame? Have everybody in the house be like, who's at the door? Wait, why is it on that side of the house? So, the Mariner's Curse. If we take out the Mariner's Curse, it'll be the Rancor versus the Skokomish. Although the Skokomish may decide to turn around and get retribution. If we do go for the Mariner's Curse, we are blocked at this point of terrain. Hey, Tydeath, how's it going? Punch yourself in the groin? Actual wood. I mean, I don't actually get off on pain, believe it or not. Yeah, it's not my jam. I mean, it only really works if you get off on it, right? How else are you gonna have quote-unquote wood? Nope, Skokomish can go screw itself. Goodbye, Mr. Skoko. Oh, not quite yet, but we're getting there. Do you have a stack of paper? That's wood. Pulp that's been pressed. I mean, does it count? Paper is paper. Does it count as wood anymore though? I mean, it's the same as like these you know, the stuff where paper has been compacted together to form a more solid surface, and that's how you get some of these really cheap things. Furniture, that's the word I'm looking for. I can't do the walls because the walls are actually stone. Jib is stone. It's stone dust compacted together so that it's, you know, it's a cheap wall. Man, these turn timers are crazy. The anvil is finally getting pelted. Looks cool with those two long tom cannons on top. Ooh! There's a solid fight going on in the middle. Uh-oh, was that the Mariner's Curse? Yep, the Mariner's Curse is down. All that remains are the Rancor and the Skokomish up close. Can Midnight deal with these two? Probably. Probably won't be that hard, to be honest. See, we're already making an effort. And it's down. Alright, it's gonna be Midnight versus the Rancor. Although it looks like there's something else versus the Rancor. Was that the anvil? That was the anvil. However, the broadsword in the back is getting hit by the Rancor. It's anybody's game. I mean, the broadsword actually kind of looks cool. By the way, the other point of doing all of this is, if we do 6 of the same tier, we get a free mech. And we can get hero mechs. So we can get some mechs with some very interesting, interesting properties. And usually they come with a lot of cool stuff on them, so we're here to try and get some gladiator mechs. Oh, the broadsword is down. Didn't even get to have a look at it. We've actually fallen quite significantly on how many mechs are left. The anvil's chosen to be on our side temporarily. Enemies will flip-flop from side to side to basically I guess it facilitates the whole, it's a free-for-all. And occasionally in a battle royale, you do kind of team up with your opponents to take out other opponents. So it kind of facilitates that as well. All right, going for the Rancor. That Rancor takes some serious hits, but it is still good. It's still up. And that is another mech down. The battle camel still going strong. By the way, if you guys have any video game music that you really, really like, or remixes of video game music that you like, do please post it to the music channel on my Discord. I might add it. That Juggernaut had a sniper cannon. Holy crap. It's time for the last two enemies on this phase. The battle camel is getting absolutely blitzed. Damn, I would not mind getting one of those for free. I like quad mechs, they're cool. That poor battle camel. That thing has taken some serious punishment. It's actually downright impressive. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do a whole lot about our enemy here. They've decided they want to go towards the enemies all the way over there. Meanwhile, the anvil, which is currently on our side, has decided it's going a completely different direction. But is there anything over here to fight? I don't think so. Why it's showing its back to the opponents, I don't know. But what I do know is I see multiple enemies that Midnight can go for. And unfortunately, one is the Juggernaut, which actually looks pretty beef. It's very ramshod, but 2 sniper cannons and an AC-10 is rude. Meanwhile, we have the longbow with a crapload of thunderbolts. These can put out some serious pain and suffering. And not only that, that is Thunderbolt 40 all up with Snubnode's PPCs. There is a lot of damage being brought to bear by that longbow. And frankly, the longbow is more of a threat. Let's help the Juggernaut take it down. Do the quad mech start with the Russell Haig Ancestral Mech to have an all quad, but the crate start. Huh. Midnight has finally been noticed. The battle camel. I didn't think that quad mechs could fall over. That longbow does not care for what its opponents are throwing at it. The battle camel's still going strong. It has lost so much of its complement, though. What?
Attention all forces! All forces to designated defensive positions! HPFT has come. Well, HP, I see you forth the Bunny Legion. And we shall give you glorious combat! And for those who make it through, well... Cafeterias. Was that the cafeterias on floor 2? And I believe, if I remember correctly, I'm not looking right now, but the spa and the sauna are down in the hospital wing on floor 3. Welcome to the shenanigantry.
Thank you, Susie. Thank you for the raid, HP. How's it going, man? What were you guys up to? Wait, what day was it? It's Warhammer. It's gotta be Warhammer. HBFT Gaming. And fire! Look! Warhammer 3. Mans is really enjoying it. Using sphinxes now. Are they massive? Are they like dragon sized? Please tell me they're dragon sized. Are they some of your big units? We are. So, we're doing Game Worlds because after last week's stream, I kind of decided, hey, we need to do something, right? I gave it a couple of test saves to do different directions, and I kind of realized I'm sick and tired of being destitute, constantly on the verge of bankruptcy. So we're over here trying to generate money at the moment. Right now we're doing an assault battle royale. We've brought Midnight to bear with her quad ERPPC Nightstar. I let the community decide. We've been doing a lot of predictions, a lot of point gambling for shits and giggles, and I've been throwing out polls so people can decide which mechs I'm bringing out. It's been good times, and once we're out of viable missions to do, in a week and a half, there's a war that's going to be happening on Solaris 7, so that's a thing. They're dragon-sized, I think. Yes, excellent. So you've brought out your big units. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, we've been throwing down, but damn if this hasn't been rough. So we've got an opponent that finally saw Midnight. She has had elevation on her side. Honestly, this has been an absolute slaughter fest, just that stretch of land. The city has been a slaughter fest, and just beyond the city has been a slaughter fest. But the city, man. Holy crap, the battle camel is still alive and fighting back. So I've kind of been treating it like it's a I've been treating it like it's a kind of like it's a game show. Just for fun. That battle camel, oh, that battle camel is finally down. That thing has taken so much next level punishment. I am genuinely surprised it didn't just limp on with a single bar of health. Yeah, everybody, get your evil. Get you some evil. And welcome. I am Tyroki, Glorious Villain. I do what I want. What I want is to play BattleTech. It is fun. And we're generating money. Though a lot of what we've been doing right now is I believe we've been going through something like 14 to 16. I think 13, 14, 15 enemies. It's been crazy. There have been so many mechs on the field, and we've had control of one. But man, if it hasn't been fun. Come on, Midnight, finish it off. Damn. Still two all over the place. They get a direct reprisal. Not quite sure what that did, but I'm sure it did something. So yeah, I'm glad you're still going hard and having fun with Warhammer, man. It is a good game. Well, good game series. I'm still trying to see if anybody's actually done a third-party fix for the AI in 3. Honestly, that is that is 3's biggest flaw. Whatever they did to the AI, just it has its struggles. Other than that, though, you know, there's some really interesting commanders, and obviously you have access to chaos, which, yeah, we've had this discussion. All right, Rancor, I've had enough of it. Take it out, Midnight. Also, there is no longer many enemies between us and actually, you know, the enemies and us having our turn, so this is great. All right, we are down to whatever's left in the city and just beyond. Speaking of which, the Anvil is taking a massive beating. Enemies also, in this mode, they flip-flop between your side and not your side, and I guess that's to facilitate the whole battle royale teaming up from time to time. It's nice when the opponent who's coming after you, you know, casually decides actually you're not worth it and goes after your enemies. All right, there's another Mariner's Curse. And that Mariner's Curse is trying its best. All right, midnight. We have a almost clean Shugo. Wow. And they've decided to go for midnight. Interesting choice. We can also try and take out that Thunderbolt longbow. The Thunderbolt longbow is definitely a threat. However, LB20 with Streak SRM 12 is in and of itself a significant threat. This is in fact Final Fantasy IX, yes. This is Terra, if I remember correctly. This is the other world. So this is the world that Zidane and Kuja come from. Run by Garland. Alright, we're gonna go for that Shugo. Fire! The Shugo is unperturbed. Meanwhile, the longbow taking a few hits. It's not enough. The Shugo has decided nobody is worth its time. Looks like it's trying to get toward midnight. And this is StarCraft. I have pretty much the entire soundtrack of the original StarCraft on this playlist. All right. Okay, midnight. Midnight currently unable to see the Shugo. Not too fussed about it either. Midnight is going to go higher. Thank goodness for jump jets. We shouldn't lose any accuracy. Now, choices. We have that anvil with the long tom cannons, though I believe it's currently out of any ability to fight back. The longbow has been completely schwaxed. However, Thunderbolt 10, still a bit of a problem. We're going to take that shot. Frankly, Midnight has taken out a variety of the opponents. Her kill ratio looking pretty good. I think she's either on 3 or 4. Also, if you can hear me chewing on something, it's aniseed balls. They're delicious. British hard candy. So naturally, I'm chewing on it. But you're supposed to suck on those balls. Nope, chewy. I'm chewing them. You are actually supposed to suck on them, but... Hey, how's it going, Maury? Thank you for the first time chat. Appreciate it. How's it going? Verified. What does this do? I'm killing it? Damn right I'm killing it. I mean, looks like Midnight is out of target, so we can't kill it much more, but, you know, we're gonna hit down. What? Comedic answers are the best. Okay, who have we got up? What was that? Was that the anvil that can barely do anything now? I have to tease, it's just what I do. Oh, the Shugo is back, but we can also go for the anvil. Well, there's no point going for the anvil. It's basically a walking AMS at this point. So, we're going to give that Shugo something to think about on its way out of the battlefield. Nice, there goes the torso. Okay, beyond that, what do we got? What do we got? That anvil just can't do a damn thing. Oh boy, it's getting punished. Verified means Twitch has their phone number, so it thusly verified that there's probably an actual person behind that account. Oh, how do you do that? Huh. I thought just becoming affiliate did that. And you have to give them bank account details and everything. Or is this for people that aren't streamers? Like, Are you streaming? Like, how does this work? I don't actually understand how Twitch functions half the time, but then I'm pretty sure neither does Twitch. All right. The Midnight currently not able to... Why can Midnight not see the Shugo and the Juggernaut? All right, we're going to move on. Apparently, we are not able to go after our opponents. The game hath decreed we are done this turn. Verified is for viewers, I think. If you turn on verified only chat, only those viewers can participate. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, I'll keep that in mind. It's a nice little small thing. Useful information to know. All right, Midnight currently cannot get any form of shot on her opponents. I'm wondering why. I would love to shoot at them. The Mariner's Curse taking a beating from the Shugo. Has everybody just abandoned the the anvil? Oh, we have an opponent with sights on Midnight. All right, Midnight cannot apparently see anybody. Why? Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's head on down a little. Then we can actually see somebody. Interesting. We can't see Johan. ERPPC clan. Okay. That wouldn't make the difference, I don't think. Either way. Let's send Midnight down. I don't think we need... Nope, we are going to need the full range of movement. All right. We have options. We can go after the Mariner's Curse with a whole lot of haywire and dissolving. Yeah, no, that can go away. I don't like that. Sensors are impaired, but we have not taken anything out. Except the redeems are still usable by anyone, so it's a TTS redeem is if a TTS redeem is available, it can allow non-verified to chat as well, but their post will not show in chat, making it harder to know who said that. That sounds dangerous, actually. That sounds like a great way for people to come in and say things they shouldn't. All right, so we can go for Shugo, but again, that Mariner's Curse is evil, and I want to take it out. We're going to keep going for it. We've taken out an entire side. Well, at least an arm. Looks like it's got missiles in the torso as well. Shugo has gone into melee. Interesting. Why Midnight? Why are you going for Midnight? I suppose this is probably the only one that it can see. Okay. No retreat, apparently. I'll give you no retreat. Right. They're not allowing us to make full use of elevation. Although, we could go for the Jug. The Shugo has been brought to its knees. Right, Juggernaut. Unleashing our glorious power, some of which has gone very wide. More shots toward Midnight. All misses by the looks. It might be time to send Midnight closer and closer. Or not at all. May not be necessary. 2 evasion is something. Let's continue to beat up on the Mariner's Curse. I don't like what it brings to the party. Still not enough to destroy it, but we have taken out a significant amount of its firepower overall. The Juggernaut wants a slice. That opponent that wants a piece of Midnight just cannot aim. Oh, I see. So it was entire groups, and now we're against a particular group. They're our enemies, so that's all there is. Okay, I can deal with that. That Juggernaut feels like it really, really needs some pain and suffering in its life. Yeah, let's give the Jug some pain. Fire! Okay, it was a little bit too all over the place still. But this does explain why everything is now going for Midnight. Unfortunately, too many of this particular enemy remain. This is going to be a grueling battle. Midnight not looking very good with that leg. Fortunately, we can keep jumping. Let's keep trying to take out the Juggernaut. Especially now that the Mariner's Curse is not actually that much of a threat. Ooh, those PPCs! One seemed to have an impact. And frankly, one is more than enough when it comes to a PPC. Alright, Midnight on the move. Let's keep going sideways. Juggernaut really not long for the world. Oh, but so many of Midnight's shot went wide. Juggernaut's coming in for some melee. Is that its only choice? Might actually be. No, we don't want to go punchy, thank you. We are going to move higher up, aim straight at the Jug, and hope that we are accurate enough. It's a lot of structure. Oh, there we go. The Jug is down. Oh, headshot. Midnight taking one nasty blow to the head. Damn, that was unfortunate. That one went on for so long. Yeah, I think we'll avoid battle royales going forward. They take ages. It's not even that they take ages, it's that it takes ages before we get to do something. No, no, come on, come on, come on. Ah, no, 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 no. Ow! That last one dug its claws in. On the plus side, we still got a little bit of money for it, but on the downside, well, headshot. We didn't lose a whole lot, to be honest. We did lose the FCS location designator. That's unfortunate. Though I have been considering respecing Midnight away from the energy shots and more towards precision. Honestly, she would do fantastic with the ability to just aim. I mean, yes, +1 accuracy is a big loss, but the ability to aim. We could always have her aim for the head, and if she can actually take them down, well, that'd be brilliant. In fact, I think we can afford it now, so we could probably do it. That said, Midnight is down for a while. Unfortunate, we are down our sniper, and ooh, those were bad. Severe burns, simple fracture, punctured lung, simple fracture, broken ribs, simple fracture. Damn, she took a hit. It looks like nothing's too debilitating. Oh, nope. She is going to need rehabilitation. All right. She's down for 133 days. Unfortunate, but not a whole lot we can do. Meanwhile, I believe we still have a variety of days before the next major fight comes up. 12 days before the fighting starts. Looks like she's in a wheelchair with casted legs. Actually, with all the burns, she's probably going to be full body. She's going to have casted legs raised and full body wrapping. She'll probably be in a hospital bed for a while. It's really unfortunate, but it's the downside of precision weapons. Headshots are always a nasty possibility. I believe this is a variant of the Roses of May, by the way, Final Fantasy IX. Okay, now with that all done, I believe we are out of missions. We can go get some more. Though the store doesn't have a whole lot left. We kind of cleaned out the fun ones. And while we have failed a few, we've definitely succeeded on a few. And it looks like you get your 500 grand back, so that's always nice. Right, so there's a battle royale. Nope, nope. No. 2 battle royales. Nope, 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 nope. There is, however, a medium duel. There's a solo and a medium. A solo duel and a duo duel. I think we'll take these. We'll leave the battle royales for somebody who can actually do that. I am not that person. We could get access to a Dakota here, but it's kind of worse. But I definitely want money, and that's why we're here. What's an APOD? It's an explosive pod. Oh. Huh. See, so it's really close range, and you basically just fire it off, and it does damage. Is it a one-shot wonder? I believe it is. So 35 damage, no heat use, just here's a bunch of damage. One shot, one go. She's in the bio goop tank, Luke Skywalker style. Yeah, so Midnight's a goddess. She's a goddess of the moon. While she has lost a significant portion of her power, I'd say she's probably not hospitalized. I don't know, because if a goddess loses a significant portion of their power, they are kind of, you know, they're not mortal, but they're getting close to it, right? So damage is damage at that point. I don't know how that works. It really depends on the system of goddess, you know, the deity system she's using. Still, could be interesting. To the mech bay. Let's get our Midnight Star back up and running. One day is fine. I'll take a day. Okay, next up, we have the solo duel. All right, guys, be prepared. It's poll time. All right, who are we comfortable with taking in? So for mediums, where does medium go? Medium goes up to 55. We have a Shadowhawk, Rack 5 dual tags with FCS, so they do damage, and a Narc beacon, so that's meant for support. We have the Hellback and the Chimera. Now the Chimera is kind of weak. It doesn't really have. The Chimera needs updating. Actually, it's not poll time. We don't have enough. We're taking in the we'll take the Hellback, and for the next one, we'll bring the Hellback and the Shadowhawk. This is gonna be interesting, though. For your see! How? It's gonna be interesting to see the Hellback actually try and get some damage out there, because damn. Also, who was the Hellback pilot? Does anybody remember? Because I really don't. Wasn't Pyeon. She's been pretty dedicated to one thing. Also, she's a tank pilot. Was it Ninja, maybe? No. Nigel? No. Who was our Hellback pilot? Hunchback. I genuinely don't know. It might have been Bill. Nope, no Bill. Did we get rid of them? No. Yes. Well, I'll be damned. All right, well, then I guess Rhubarb is probably gonna take the Hellback out. Me, in my dreams. I mean, in your dreams. Seeing as you're, injured and all. All right, Rhubarb, Carl, and the Hellback. Here we go. Delicious. I should probably stop eating these though. I'm kind of gonna need them for tomorrow. And if I'm left to my devices, I will just tank these. By the way, guys, I have pushed my weight limits even higher. And I am absolutely wrapped. So on the horizontal leg press, which we put the seat down so you don't just sit there, just sit there boringly do it. I lie down with the thing, the pads against my shoulders. I believe I think it's up to 60 kg on that. But you gotta say, that is what? Why is it so much harder to do 60 kg on the horizontal leg press when on the diagonal one where you sit back and you're with your legs up, I can manage up to 240 kg. Why is there such a dramatic difference? Are we betting? Sure. Let's see here. Let's get a prediction going then. All right, guys, new prediction incoming. Who will win the medium solo duel? Team Tyroki, Team Gladiator. Also, I think I goofed that. There we are. Okay, you got Team Tyroki and Team Gladiator. And that's you guys are gonna have 2 minutes to make your votes. Go wild. So, Team Tyroki versus Team Gladiator. Who will win? On Team Tyroki, we have a Hellback. We have no idea what the Gladiators are bringing to bear, but what we do know is that lights were nasty. I need to know who your pilot is. Who was my pilot? Who was my pilot? I think my pilot was... Shit. It might have been Lore. Either way, it's not the pilot that matters. It's the fact that it's the Hellback. We overheat our enemies and then we shut them down and just sit there burning them out of their cockpit. That's how this works, right? All right, you've got 1 minute left to vote. 1 minute left to gamble. We have 5,100 for Team Gladiator. Meanwhile, only 20 points for Team Tyroki. You guys are absolutely showing how much you trust the boss to actually get through this battle. Asanoofer, but I'll live. Get me some water. Still. We'll find out who the pilot is in a moment, so I guess you don't have a whole lot to go off, but c'est la vie. I played the odds to get good rewards for your fans. Are you the one who went for Team Tyroki? Hey, I gotta build back up. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, Tank lost 100k earlier. He lost 100k to a new guy. Yeah, I didn't expect to get hit. It wasn't even headshot. I brought out an Irby, and the enemy had piercing smalls, and I didn't know piercing smalls were that ruthless. So unfortunately, we lost, and Tank lost big. So yes, you're absolutely right. You are going to have to slowly crawl your way back somehow. All right. Voting's over. I have no idea how much more came in at the end. I wasn't looking. We are urban. We will make a good show of it, however. Okay. Opponents are on the quite literal opposite side. So we are going to keep... We're going to keep to the buildings for now. We know where the opponent is. The opponent is out and waiting for us. Are they coming at us? Who knows? That being said, I see no reason to just run straight into them, especially given the Hellback is a practically melee range fighter. So we're going to go in, and we're going to go in a clever way. Looks like the opponent is trying to do something similar. They're going to hold to the high ground. Well, good luck to them. I don't really want to hold to the high ground if I don't have to. Well, looks like I have no choice here. Well, we're about to find out what the opponent's bringing. And it is a quarantine. A Wolverine. It's the Wolverine. It's called the Quarantine. AC-5 triple medium lasers, SRM-6s. Well, that's SRM-12. It can be pretty nasty, but I'm going to have to go with Burninator in the countryside. Damn, enemy is already freaking miles away. All right, we brought Rhubarb Carl, by the way, it seems. The enemy has decided, hey, I don't want to escape. I want to be over there. Oh, maybe they have a way out. Who knows? We'll find out. However, they have shown their backs to us, and that was a mistake. Fire. Keep the heat going. Yeah, get you some. Come in. Come on, bring it. I'll take you on. You fool. Fool of a took. You have 2 evasion. No, you don't. Good luck with that. And burninate the countryside. After the boot. No evasion for you. And light it on fire, son. Oh, yeah. Uh... 100 into Gladiator. I'm so sad to hear that, especially since I wasn't in on the bet. Oh yeah, no, you could have gotten shitloads. New guy walked away with 100k. Seriously, we had 2 people go for 2 people on my side. The new guy came in and went, nah, he's gonna lose. I lost, and he walked away with 100k to play with as much as he damn well pleases, if they want to. Right. I say we go for another kick, maybe. Yeah, we'll keep boosting the stability. And boot! So, what you gonna do there, buddy? You gonna turn off for me? Is that what you're gonna do? I am actually here melting their armor. That's genuinely what we're doing. Failed the shutdown override. Oh boy. Oh boy. And continuing on the melee path. The opponent just cannot make a move. Oh? Internal damage, you say? Wow. And they're on burning terrain, of course, so that just makes all of this worse. We are, however, about to be out of ammo. That is not good. Well, if this is gonna be how things go, if I fire, right? Can we afford to maybe boost everything with Battlelord? I think we can. Just. All right. Unload the entire of everything. Come on. Finish it off. Burn it down. It wasn't enough. The enemy has gone down. Their internals have burned through. Whew. Just. On the plus side, that is a victory for us and a victory for everybody who chose Team Tyroki. And to those who chose Team Gladiator, for shame. I mean, to be honest, it could have gotten really bad there if we ran out of ammo. But Team Tyroki wins, completing the prediction. Whew. Spicy. So 2 people get to share in 5.1k. Good job to those who chose correctly. Meanwhile, in game, I have a very nice payout. Very needed. Yay, 6k points now. Oh shit, was that not you who got the 10k points earlier? Oh no. Oh no. Well, you gotta spend points to make points, and I mean, it went pretty well, so you know, betting on me's not a bad bet, right? It's a relatively 50-50 bet. Although, to be honest, the odds are based on how you guys feel, so I guess it's not a solid bet if 2 of you say no. Alright. Back to the command center. That went pretty well. Let's go into a duo duel. This is going to be the hit or miss. I cannot guarantee this is going to go well. But I have to try. I'm kind of leaning on points because I like to shoot the boss with cats and ducks. But which side will win? That's really what it comes down to. Okay, so our choices are the Hellbank. Well, the Hellbank we know is okay. It's okay. The Chimera really does need a bit of a rework. That being said, the Chimera could put out some damage, and it might be enough. We could also bring the Chimera and the Shadowhawk. Dual tag FCS, that's 16 damage apiece. The Rank 5 does put out some serious damage. So the Shadowhawk is a good choice. The Hellback, if it runs out of ammo, it will still have the SRMs. But they are Inferno, so there's only so much damage. We could take out the Shadowhawk and the Chimera. The Chimera may be out of date, but it still does some good damage. Though we'd probably lose an XL if things went, you know, pretty bad. MRM 30 does dump some damage, but I don't know, because I can't rely on it. It really needs some love, either that or a replacement. Anywho, we need a pilot. Who's gonna pilot the Shadowhawk? And we haven't found Serena yet. That's kind of sad. We might just have to, you know, put Serena in as is. Get some tenuous Rook in there as well. We'll do that after this. Remind me when we're done. All right, guys. We are going to have, let's say, gonna be Rhubarb and Lore. Let them do their thing. All right. It's time to place your bets. Time to place your bets. Who is going to win? It is going to be prediction time. So start prediction. Get a new one going. And that will be who will win? Team Tyroki? Team Gladiator? It's a solid question, and it is a game. 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to make your prediction. Meanwhile, I'm going to hit deploy and let it go. We have to load anyway. All right, everybody. Prediction is up. It is prediction time. We have 150 saying Team Tyroki is going to win 210. That being said, you won't make any points back if Team Gladiator... Oh, we've got 5K on Team Gladiator. Looks like Team Tyroki is going to be spreading out. But how many? Who and how many are on either side? Who knows? But what I do know is somebody threw down 150 real quick, and somebody else came in with 60. So that's at least 2 people for Team Tyroki. I mean, in fairness, the last time I didn't make him part of my starting crew, it took me quite a while to find him. That's fair. It's kind of why I've taken to just... I've been using the save editor to put people's portraits in. Honestly, I got sick of waiting. On that note, I probably could do the same with Serini. So... yeah, that's all set up. I just have to go and put implant. All right. By the way, guys, if you are not on my Discord, I will be doing a variety of things there, including letting you guys vote for which game I play on a Friday. That was fun last time, and it turned out to be a good choice. Rogue Trader was really enjoyable. So, yeah, I leave it to you all to make the decision as to what I'll be playing. And I'll probably start doing other polls and other shenanigans very soon, simply because, well, it's fun. Either way, Team Tyroki 310, Team Gladiator 5K. So we've got, what is that, 3 to 1? Well, I mean, the odds are really actually towards the Gladiators with that amount of money. I start with Serini and Hellion on my crew for new games now. That's fair. I don't know who Hellion is. Begin mission! Alright, guys. I will try not to let you down. Keep sharp. There's 2 of them. Twice the trouble. Damn right. It is a glorious day. It actually looks like a standard day. No weather effects, no bullshit. Excellent. Alright. We're gonna move in. We're gonna go and kind of stand next to the rock. As long as our opponents don't have indirect fire weapons, we will be okay for the moment. It's looking like we're not gonna go rock to rock. That is horrible stability. But I do want to know what our opponents are gonna be doing. It looks like slow move. They haven't had a chance. Fantastic. That's what I like to hear. It'll probably be faster to just do this. All right. We're going to give our opponent the chance to make the wrong move. You know what? Actually, let's get a little closer to the rock. Okay. Okay, looking good. Opponent's moving. I kind of want to come out with a surprise and just be like, sup? Fall off a cargo ship can also load pilots. Wait, fall off a cargo ship can load pilots? What is fall off a cargo ship? That would be nice, because then we can actually choose our pilots. But on the other hand, is it cheesy? I was screwing around and got an Irby Lamb with an Irby start. Damn! The luck start. All right, enemy is doing the same thing I'm doing. What kind of movement do we currently have? Pretty solid. Shadowhawk can get in there for sure. And the Hellback, yes, but also no. That being said, this is almost ideal. All right, give them one more turn. They know we're here. We know they're there. No, you know, it's how it is. All right, here we go. This is beautiful. All right, Lore on the move. I would like more evasion if possible. Okay, so Lore is going to come around and start duckering. Surprise, sucker! Fire! Oh, wait. Fire! Ooh, we got a bombard. Ooh, that's nasty. What do you mean heavy oh. That's a good thing that's only a tag. AC-20s. I think somebody's made themselves a target. Don't you guys? Oh god, it's a silver bullet Gorse with a bombast laser. Ooh, no. Alright, enemies are in the way. That is unfortunate. 5 evasion. We'll go straight in for the Lee Enfield. That does mean it can kick us, unfortunately. Yep, kick us right on out of that evasion. However, we're going to come in here. We are going to Battle Lord. And then we are going to fire. A mod allows to load equipment mechs pilots in a game. I see. Can you send me a link? Don't send me the file, but just send me a link. I'll have a look. Cheers. Okay, the Lee did not shut down. It did not shut down. We don't really care quite where we are, so long as we can see our opponent. Which apparently, we won't be able to see them there unless we sprint our happy asses out here. Okay. Our goal is to turn that thing off. And we are definitely keeping to our goal. Okay. That bombard is up to savage things, and I am not keen on it. Luckily, we don't have to deal with attack of opportunity here. This is the wrong game for that. So I'm gonna bounce away, which keeps our accuracy at max, and we are going to unload. There's nothing happening with the narc, I don't think. Oh! Hellback taking some damage, but it's not a particularly big deal. That being said, we are going to need to maintain our evasion and possibly even our distance. After all, that's nasty. The narc launcher does not have anything to allow it to do damage. Let's turn that off. We're just going to keep firing the tag. Now, hopefully he is good at unjamming weapons, because if not, we are not going to... Oh, there it is! Unjam! Fantastic. We don't need Sentinel mechs with Sentinel feats. Sentinel mechs? Sentinel feats? Sentinel? Sentinel? Hon? What? It's not in the turn. I'll do that. I don't know what that did. Probably not what I wanted to do. Oh, Salivate. Hello. Get ready to enjoy some heat. Why are you not turning off? Turn off. I want to turn you off. Hey, there it goes. Whoo, we have to move close for that. Opponent is looking toward the Hellback. That is not a good place for the Hellback to be. Where have we been shooting? Oh gods, we've almost ravaged their leg. Hey, do they have ammo in that leg? No. Unfortunate. We can run, however. If we could dump this into their back, that'd be fantastic. Enjoy! And one down! For those who voted for Team Tyroki, I will not fail you. Not again. Although, to be fair, the second time wasn't my fault. That was just an unlucky headshot. Midnight had so much armor left. There was nothing I could do about that. And the second one's down! It's burninated out of the battlefield. Have fun with that.
Mission successful.
Mission successful. Whoever voted for me, you chose well. Alrighty, choose the outcome. That's Team Tyroki. Enjoy! You've got significant funds. 5.3k go to Tenuous Rook and 2 others, one of which I'm guessing is Tank. Enjoy your points. And I'm gonna enjoy my Seabells, because frankly, fantastic. Woot. People still use Woot in this day and age? Gods, I still remember the gamer cry of Woot, 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 Woot. So many of them. I got 171 points. How much did you put in? What did you put? 10? Yeah, see, there, that makes sense. You put in 10. They put in a lot more. Yeah, I mean, yes, you got returns. You got 17 times. But you could have had more. Still, I mean, you made some money. You made some points. That's what counts, right? It looks like we're out of missions again. Let's go have a look at the store one more time. I don't think there's any more. We are going to have to play the waiting game. Let me see. Battle Royale, Super Heavy, Ultralight. Yep, not doing any of those. All right, I think we can actually sit back. Hey, there's a master communication suite there. Oh, okay, that's useful. Not right now, not for us at this point, but fuel cell, hardened cockpit, always nice. Homing cockpit. Yeah, I think we're actually in a good spot. That's all right, Swo. We're coming to a close anyway. You have a lovely one, all right? It looks like you're going to bed at a decent time these days. I'm proud of you. All right, so let's go to the mech bay and we'll just quickly check and see where we're sitting. Swishy will be back in 2 days. Most of the mechs will be back in a matter of days. It looks like we're gonna have everything but Tank up. Tank, Wolf, and Midnight will be down for the war. So let's push forward and prep for next time, shall we? Oh, wait, shit, did I screw up? Ah, crap. Hang on. Let me take it to the end of the mission. I goofed. I guess we needed to jump in on that ASAP. I thought the battle started in 12 days. Apparently it's already there. Well, we go back. That was a simple thing to fix. And there's nothing to claim, just money, so it's no big deal. I'm kind of surprised though, but I guess it makes sense. Still, I'd like to get in on this before it dries up. We will be fighting for the Lyrans. Lyrans? How do you pronounce that? Is it Lyran or Lyran? The Y can be pronounced multiple ways. I blame my English brain for that. Alrighty. Come on. Come on, we're already done. You may as well let me in now. There you go. Good game. Come on. Come on. Come on. You already did it all. Why are you going backward? Stop it. Go forward. Come on, computer. There you go. Come on. There you go. All right. Let's actually go do the thing we were intending to do, shall we? Right. We can either go and join the Mercenary League, or we can go and fight for Steiner. Well, the Solar 7 Mercenary League, I mean, I'd rather go beat up the mercenaries, frankly. We'll get more fun stuff. As a 2 skull. Ooh, we should have access to some interesting stuff down the way. All right, upcoming mission, 2 days. However, we are going to save here, and it is time. It is that time again. Time to head on out. Time to find somebody to raid. So the question becomes, who? Who shall we raid? Which direction shall we go? Well, we'll find out in a moment, but I gotta go actually look at my list. Have a quick look. Okay, we got Ninja playing Minecraft. Mira is doing software and game development. We've got Bloody is doing BattleTech. Az is doing some D&D. Episode 1? Huh. One moment. What's all this then? Wow. Oh, I see. I see. Locked as the GM. They're 11 minutes into the start of this, of that session. So if that's episode 1, they haven't even started playing yet. So that's cool. Up to you guys. So we can. I'm going to put up a poll. I'm gonna let people decide. Why? Because it's more fun. All right, where do we go? Who are we? Who shall we raid? We're gonna have Scalds, aka Azzy. We've got Bloody Doves, Wunatuna, playing Broken Lore, whatever that is. The fish is good people, by the way. We've got Ninja Meatloaf, my dear, one of my dear friends. Here we go. He is playing Minecraft. You know what? I might put what they're playing as well. So we got Minecraft. We've got whatever Broken Lore UNF is. I guess it'll only let me put Broken Lore. Bloody Doves is playing BattleTech, as he often does on this day. And Azzy is playing D&D. There we go. I will give you guys 2 minutes to vote, because honestly, 2 minutes has been the most fair. There you go. If you have a vote, throw it down now. And I shall enjoy the hopeful chaos. But if there's no chaos, I will say la vie. Anywho, polls up. We've got one for Az. And talking of, just a moment of what I'm looking at here. So they've got a rogue, a bard, a cleric, another bard, a druid, a paladin, and a barbarian. Interesting. Wuna is currently playing, looks like spooky game. Of course, Ninja is playing Minecraft. I believe he is still in the event, playing Cobblemon. There's a big V-Lunar Cobblemon event where he's meeting new people. And of course, Bloody is playing BattleTech. I mean, there's not much to see there. He's playing BattleTech. We know what Bloody gets up to. He shows off some, he does show off some new stuff coming in. He also is just enjoying playing the game, playing his mod. And he's good people. Honestly, all 4 of these are good people, so, vote away. In the event of a tie, I'm gonna roll dice, which it looks like it's gonna be between Wunatuna and Azzy. Alright, where's my dice? There it is. There's the bag. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, dun, 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 dun. I need a D6. That'll do. Right. I mean, I could do it on a D4, but frankly, D4s are so horrible to roll. Okay, here we go. It is Azzy versus Wunatuna.
Attention! The stream will be ending soon.
How's my timing?
Boss, you better stop when it's time.
My timing is fantastic. Usually that means go for another 10 minutes, but hey, why not a D20? I mean, it's literally just gonna be odds and evens. I mean, I could do, actually, you know what? It could be more fun. I'm gonna do a roll-off. Okay. Here we go. You know what? I'm gonna roll the siblings. These are 2 dice that look exactly the same. I'm gonna roll them on 2 different parts of the table. Well, desk. Okay, here we go. So, left. Left is going to be Wunatuna. Right is gonna be Azzy. In the left corner, Wunatuna with a 14. On the right corner, Azzy with an 18. Holy crap! Good job, Azzy. I like rolling dice. This just gives me a reason to roll dice, and I'm happy about that. All right, you lot, it's time to go and raid Azzy, apparently. So I'm kind of enjoying this whole giving you guys, giving you guys more to do. It's fun. D20 made sense given one of them is playing D&D. Yeah, but I mean, you can literally, like, all the dice are pretty much used in D&D. We have a barbarian, so there's probably an axe in there, so that might be great sword versus axe. One of those is D6s. The other is a D12, I believe. We have D20s for standard dice. There's all kinds of hit dice. Like, D&D uses the lot. I know it's a D20 system, but uses the lot. Still, D20 is what we rolled, and Azzy got it. So, beginning of the raid. It's been great having you all here, and I really appreciate it. Thank you very much to those who raided me. This has been fantastic. Absolutely love it. Get your crap together, because we're going to go raid. However, I will say, they don't tend, so they will acknowledge chat from time to time, but they are very much playing, so keep that in mind. Go in, enjoy yourselves, have fun, talk about random crap. Don't step on the rules, obviously, although I will say that Azzy's rules are a bit more fluid than mine. So, you go hard, give them hell, and I'm pretty sure if you have points over there, you can spend them to give people advantage, and that includes the DM. Have a good one. Ta-ta. and to YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Always will. Always will. I hope you enjoyed the VOD. If you were here for the stream, you are the best around. But let it not be said that I am against VOD watchers. You all help me. You absolutely all help. So to those who will watch the VOD, you guys are genuine gems. Have a good one.